welcome to another live stream watch-along reaction. Tonight we are doing a double live stream watch-along reaction. Curaçao versus Canada, and once Toronto versus San Jose versus Toronto starts, we will talk about that as well and then finish out that game. There'll be a little bit of overlap, which is why this is a double. Teams are walking out ready for the anthems. I don't feel like singing tonight. I won't lie. It's a Nations League game. Canada should win. Don't think we have to go out extra. Gold Cup I will sing. Or Nations League finals. But right now, lineups are as follows. I didn't realize it'd come out this quickly. I got to do the lineups. So it is what it is. Anthem's about to be sung. Canada about to sing the anthem. I'll at least do this. Lineups are as follows. For Curaçao, Eloy Room, Ruendley Martina, Jurian Gotti, Roshan Van Ima, Cheryl Floranis, Vernon Anita, Juninho Bacuna, Rangelo Janga, Leandro Bacuna, Richard Zivkovic, and Brandley Kuwas. For Canada, it looks like Canada's still wearing the same jerseys they did at the World Cup. Nothing new. Whoa. Canada in goal. Milan Borjan, back three of Steven Vittoria, Derek Cornelius, and Scott Kennedy. Midfield, defensive midfield. Ishmael Kone, Steven Eustachio, Richie Lorea playing on the wing. Jonathan Osorio playing 10. Alphonso Davies. Front two, Jonathan David and Kyle Laren. There we go. Now Curaçao's anthem. I had to do the 11, so didn't realize they'd walk out that quickly. Orlando's winning. I can't believe it. Morocco beat Brazil. Morocco wore their World Cup kits too. Well, they brought in new kits for the World Cup. Canada, on the other hand, well, they're on a different trajectory, so we'll see if they wear new kits for Nations League finals if they make it, or the Gold Cup. I wouldn't be shocked. Looks like Curaçao's wearing new kits, though. Does kind of look like it. But again, we'll talk about Curaçao, Canada. We'll watch this. It'll stay on the TV till it ends. Toronto will be brought up when it starts at 9:30, or it'll be ready to start at 9:30. We'll have it on the computer till this game ends. Then we'll pop it on Apple TV and drop Apple TV off the computer, and there you go. But a little bit of an overrun. They both overlap a little bit, probably about 20 minutes. 8 to 9, 15, about 9:20, there'll be a kickoff. Toronto won't really kick off till 9:40, pretty much. So about the 60th minute, so about 30 minutes here. Most of the first half of the Toronto game. It'll finish before the end of the first half for Toronto. Morocco wore the World Cup kit too. Andres Pereira scored against Orlando, which is sad. Goal revs 1-1 DC. Doesn't really surprise me. But we have 90 minutes. Canada have to beat Curaçao to be in a position. Oh, Costa Rica ended up beating Martinique. Okay. Curaçao, Eloy Room, Ruendley Martina, Jurian Gotti, Roshan Van Ima, Cheryl Floranis, Vernon Anita, Juninho Bacuna, Rangelo Janga, Leandro Bacuna, Ricardo Zivkovic, and Brandley Kuwas. 4. Curaçao. Juan Gabriel Calderon's the referee from Costa Rica. William Arrieta and Juan Carlos Mora, the ARs. Waldir Garcia from El Salvador, the 4th official. So 3 Costa Ricans, 1 Salvadoran tonight. Canada's starting 11. Milan Borjan, Steven Vittoria, Steven Eustachio, Ishmael Kone, Jonathan David, Derek Cornelius, Kyle Laren, Alphonso Davies, Jonathan Osorio, Richie Lorea, Scott Kennedy, and no, John Herdman is there as the as the coach, Mauro Biello, there has been no problems with Herdman, with the Canadian Federation. Concacaf screwed that up just to make sure if you're watching that feed. I think One Soccer would have a different feed, but if you're watching the Paramount Plus CONCACAF feed, well, no, Herdman's there. They even have Herdman on the website. It's the head coach. It's all good. I agree with that. We deserve to not make the final if we can't beat Curaçao. But Canada has to beat Curaçao to be in the catbird seat going into Honduras and Toronto. So, because of course Honduras has 6 points. We have 3. Curaçao has 3 from beating Honduras in Honduras. That was a wild night. Canada has to beat Curaçao to be in the catbird seat going into the final match day. Because goal differential, they would be in the catbird seat. Especially if they do put a bit of a beating on Curaçao, which they should. They should do better than Mexico. I don't know if they'll do as good as the USA did last night, but what's up, Dr. Negative? How we doing? And here we go. The 90 minutes of Curaçao versus Canada is kicked off. Canada in the red, Curaçao in the blue. Canada looking to be in catbird seat for group play going into Tuesday. No, it's not happening. I told you, it's not happening. I'm only able to watch one night. So there you go. So it's not even worth it to do one night. Besides, well, Def Rebels themes suck anyway. John Cena ain't wrestling night 2. That's all I really want to hear. And I won't even be able to watch his match until I know what happens. Because guess what? He's starting off WrestleMania and Toronto's playing at the same time. Well, Sami Zayn might main event Mania. I'd love to hear his theme. But other than that, Canada will have a good game. I hope so. I think they will. They should. 1 minute in, 0-0. Curaçao really just letting the game flow pretty much so far. No CONCACAFing, no tough play. Crew 4, Atlanta 0. Jesus Christ. Woof. They do need Almada. Jeez. Just as much as Toronto needs Bernadeschi. Boom. Wow. I'll wear this jersey for the first half of the Canada game. At halftime, I'll put into the Toronto jersey because it won't be far off till Toronto kicks off anyway. It is a double. We'll talk about both. And then the RSR, I'll talk about both. I'm doing good, Elias. How we doing? Is anyone else showing the game? Paramount Plus, TUDNA? The standard fare. But I need to be streaming the Toronto game, so. Yeah, Almada did score for Argentina. Good for him. 2nd minute, Kennedy playing forward. Lurea. Nice. Jonathan David's wearing the 10? I guess Hoylett. Yeah, Hoylett's injured, I think, so. That makes sense. Corner for Canada. The game isn't on mainstream TV. I know, that is a joke. Thank CSB. Cross in. Canada looking for a chance here. Blocked away, cleared. Are Raheem Edwards and Alistair Johnston sitting out this game? Raheem was still playing for LA. He did not get called up, and he sort of played like crap for the Galaxy. Alistair Johnston doesn't seem like he's injured. I don't know if Nashville didn't want him called up, but if he's on the Nashville team sheet, well, Nashville, it is a FIFA window, so you'd think they'd be able to call him up, but I don't think he's in. Oh, wait. He's at Celtic now. Oh. Yeah, so he must be injured, I guess. One, he wasn't even in Montreal. Red cards from the last Nations League game. I forgot about that. Maybe it was yellow accumulation. It's been a year. My bad. It's been a year, and they've played different competitions since. I guess I'm not used to Johnson being in Celtic either. But I legitimately, because you played the friendlies, then the World Cup, then we're back at Nations League. It's been a year. If it's yellow card accumulation or actual, I think it was yellow card accumulation, but I didn't think they got legit red cards. But then again, that game in Honduras, I would have remembered that. No, Graham is, Rio is. Canadian soccer business. The reason why there's this labor dispute, both on the men's and women's side. Well, also Nick Bontis is a big part of it, but at least he resigned. Paramount Plus, One Soccer, 2 DNA. If you're in Canada, it's One Soccer. So if you don't have One Soccer, I think we'll be fine with Kerr starting at striker. K, I'm good with Cervania in the midfield with Bradley and Vasquez. I think Vasquez will have a good game. And I hope Guti's ready to play. So there's that. But I think they should be able to handle a injured San Jose, because there's a good bit of injuries and call-ups from San Jose as well. So I think they should be able to handle. It is in San Jose, but San Jose is San Jose. So I expect a draw, especially after hearing about their heated film session that made them play better over the past couple of weeks. I expect a draw. I hope Vasquez has a good game. Bernardeschi's still there. Luckily, he didn't get called up. One Soccer, the Canadian app. The Canadian. Yeah, there you go. Just listen to Winvo. You have a VPN. The brothers are two different sides of the globe. One's in Curaçao and Latori, and Akio's in Tanzania. Funnily enough, Akio was never sniffed around for a Canadian call-up. Atlanta are getting slapped up, I know. Winvo told me. It's not on... If you don't have Fubo, yeah, One Soccer's on Fubo in Canada. Yeah, just do the VPN thing. I don't have a VPN, but maybe you do. 7th minute, 0-0. Yeah, Canada's dominating so far. Of course they are. It's Curaçao. Free kick played back. Can Canada find a goal? The longer this game goes scoreless, the more antsy I'm going to get, frankly. VPN for Canada game. It's on One Soccer in Canada, Paramount Plus USA, 2 DNA in the USA and Mexico. If you don't have any of that, VPN to watch to a European country to watch on Concacaf's YouTube channel, or use the third-party streaming service or website. 5-1 crew, Jesus. Wolff, Maron. I guess they, as I said, they need VPN to a European country so you can watch it on Concacaf's YouTube channel if you don't have any of the other things or don't want to use a third-party site or don't know a third-party streaming site. Corner for Curaçao. Already, 8th minute. We need Nuhu, damn it, says Seattle 904. Zator cap-tied? I don't think so. I don't think so. I'll need to look into that. Not off the top. I don't know off the top of my head. I don't think so. Corner for Curaçao. Could they find a set piece here to put Canada down early? Costa Rica already came back from a 1-0 deficit to win 2-1 in their group to have a chance to win their group to get to the semifinals in June. Canada doesn't have to do the same thing, but could have happened. With that being said, it's still 0-0. Borjan kicks it away. Offside. Free kick anyway. You have to pay for one soccer. VPN. If you're doing it off your phone, it seems like you have to get a European country. That's why I don't do VPN, because I'm not going to pay for a VPN. I'd rather just use the third-party site if I have to. I don't have too much, but when I do. Why doesn't Keylor Navas never play in Champions League? Because he doesn't want to? Or Nations League because he doesn't want to? It's a waste of time for him. Lionel Moreira is just as good. Have you not watched? Did you not watch Alajuelense versus LAFC? Did you not watch the Concacaf League? That man, Lionel Moreira, is just as good. Okay, maybe not just as good, but good enough for Nations League. Keylor Navas knows he don't have to do it till the final. Besides, if he has to choose between, probably would choose, I don't know if you choose Nations League or Gold Cup. Well, I mean, Canada can't really, well, no, they can do without Davies, but I think Davies actually wants to keep winning, build a winning culture. Navas, on the other hand, well, he's got his. I wouldn't do it because I've heard if you do send a link and if somebody had a wild hair up their ass and wanted to report the stream because you sent a link, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Because if, you don't know. You just don't know. If somebody's sitting there waiting for a link to drop so they could just flag and boom, there you go. It's a risk I'm honestly not willing to take. So don't. Just get an Android box or an Amazon Fire Stick with the Silk browser. Go incognito so you could stop. So you could click, say, no, don't want to go there, skip the ad, so on and so forth. Get to the stream, find a website. There you go. I just don't know what website to go to because all the ones I use got taken down during the World Cup. So, I mean, I don't blame. I wouldn't say scared, but I would say they were July. Mid-June? June, July? No. I think it's just July, but early July, mid-July. Okay, I think that works. But free kick for Curaçao. Then, of course, after the Gold Cup ends, it's straight into All-Star Game and Leagues Cup for MLS. And no, they're not breaking for the Gold Cup because of the Leagues Cup. Toronto's going to be losing 4 of their best players for a whole month. Jesus. Yeah, I agree with that, but they were also in the toughest group. I mean, they kind of had to be a bit careful, so to speak. I don't think they were scared. Now, that Belgium game, though, free kick for Curaçao. Yellow card for a Curaçao player, I think. Oh, he was getting a pen. I'm like, oh, shit. Is he going to Larea to give a red card? I'm like, oh, no. What happened? Yellow card for Gotti for Curaçao. Yeah, the Belgium game was their strongest performance. I think the Morocco game was a little bit low-key, but that Croatia game, oof, Maron. Great moment. Then they just fell apart. Headed down and cleared. Clear the ball! Shot over the bar. Yeah, that for sure. As soon as Davies scored, for 20 minutes, they looked like the best team, then fell apart. That's probably a testament to Croatia not giving up and making in-game adjustments. Because Croatia does that. 13th minute. But they at least truly scored their first World Cup goal. And then, of course, the own goal in the Morocco game. Martina got a yellow. He was wearing a number 3. Concacaf, you suck. It was Gotti. Because he was... Okay, now they... What? Richie got a yellow too? Huh? Well, that's not great. 14 minutes in? Come on, Richie. I mean, I know you get a yellow card almost every game, but right now... Yeah, I agree with that. Looking back on it. Miami 2, Chicago 2. Miami should be winning. How the hell are they drawing Chicago? Throw in. Yeah, Richie did get a yellow card. I mean, I'm not surprised, but the 14th minute? Just stay on till the half and hopefully they sub you out. I love Richie, but man, at least it's Curaçao. Yeah? Let's see what they got on the wings. Come on. Tajon? I guess Tajon then, yep. Pray for Mississippi, yes. Rolling Fork, Winona. Got Slam with a tornado, 80-mile path tornado. Last night, sounded like there was EF4 damage. Sad to see. And I wish I could have found a charity that I could have put in the description for people to donate to. But I didn't see anything. But yeah, pray for Mississippi. Full Concacaf semis. And by the way, if you watch the Granada USA video and I was looking up at the TV, I was looking at Fox Weather as they were like tracking that storm. Because in that area of Winona, I have family who lives south of there. And I was worried about that storm hitting that area to the south. Because if you remember, when I went to Mississippi back in August, I was staying in Winona. The one with the New England-Toronto stream in the hotel room, that was Winona, Mississippi. Nice little town. Nice little town. But because it's that close. What happened to the next Alan Moso? Rebel's been here every so often. They're fine. They're fine. It went north. It was into Winona. It went north into Winona, not where they are, so they're fine. They lost power, but nothing so far. Nothing so far. There you go. Middle of April, Insigne comes back, wondering if he'll be ready or more setbacks to come. I would say hopefully he's ready, but I don't trust the physio staff. Canada defending well here. Nice play forward by Kone, but David can't get to it. Throw in. Alan's next Modric. Winona, Mississippi. See. So. Small world. But if she was in Winona, Mississippi, I'm glad she's okay. David has a good foot card now. Tell me I need to grind for his card. I didn't even grind for that Okello card that was out over Christmas. Said I was. I didn't. Then again, he's not even on TFC anymore, so maybe that was a smart decision. Larea can't get the ball forward or get back to it after he pushes it forward. Kennedy wearing the broken nose mask. Looks like there was a foul against Curaçao. Oh! Oh. Ow. Wolff. Yeah, I agree with that. 91 pace on his foot card. Damn. Muldrich got subbed on the last minute of injury time. Wales took a long throw on last possession and scored. What if Curaçao wins? Curaçao would have 6 points after this game, but this is their last game of the tournament. So if Canada beats Honduras, they'll have 6 points as well. Curaçao could still be in last place at the end of all this. But Canada could still win the group as well. So Canada doesn't have to win tonight. It just makes them have to win against Honduras at home. But they should win here. That makes it just need to be a draw against Honduras. Is Curaçao garbage? Not really. I mean, they're pretty low-key good. Out of all three we've watched the past 3 days, in Suriname, Grenada, and Curaçao, I'd say Curaçao is the best of the three. And there's all rumblings on all of them making a run in World Cup qualifying, or at least their plan to do that. I've heard rumblings like fan bases of all three saying, hey, Curaçao, of course, Curaçao has had a good 2019 World Cup. They've had a longer project. Suriname, of course, went hard for that group. And the two-leg tie, or Canada's group, but Canada won that group in World Cup qualifying, but they're really planning for 26. Free kick here for Canada. Davies to take. Are you sure this is a good idea? I'll just let Estacchio take it, but okay, he's standing there. But 21st minute. Chips over. Headed away. Could have went direct, but okay. Third division. Denver's hosting Fashion Week in May. You could drive so you can go. Nice, nice. Vancouver conceded Minnesota 1-0. It's over 5-2 crew over Atlanta. Jesus. Should have bet the over. Have a full team all TFC players for the year. Only team I have every player in foot. I don't play FIFA enough to do that. Muldrich got subbed on the last minute of injury time. Wales took a long throw on last possession and scored. Damn. That sucks. Harsh. 5-1. Current David or Prime Chicharito? Prime Chicharito. I'm going to be honest and say Prime Chicharito. Prime Chicharito was better than current Jonathan David, but Jonathan David, when he hits his prime, will be better than Prime Chicharito. There's the caveat. There's the caveat. Canada. Larea. Crosses in. Sean David scores! Jonathan David makes it 1-0 Canada in the 23rd. Well, now it's more like 22nd. Jonathan David in the 22nd minute. Ball played in. Beautiful goal. Tap in, but it counts. Larea with a beautiful cross into the box. Just falls to Jonathan David. Beats Eloy Room. Eloy Room could have easily saved that, but okay, Jonathan David gets it. Oh, Canada, oh, baby. But I don't, they just save that for the end. What a shot. Jonathan David at the right time. Beautiful. 1-0 Canada. What'd you say? Oh, you're saying well, you're talking about at the World Cup. Had more of an effect at the World Cup, but here he did have a good effect. 22nd minute. 1-0 Canada. Lovely. Jobber goal. Kinda, but it's still a goal nonetheless. I'm glad they scored. Now pile it on. Pile it on. Jonathan David with a first. That will put Canada sitting in first with 6 points because of goal differential in the catbird seat if they could hold for Tuesday. Which means all they have to do is draw. Watching my computer about your team till I was watching on Fire Stick. Toronto, computer, Canada, here until the Canada game ends. Mauricio Pereira is hurt. He's off for Atlanta. I don't know how hard he got hit. Well, I didn't see it either, so sad to see. One Soccer in Canada, Paramount Plus, the USA, 2DNA, USA and Mexico. If you're in Europe, Concacaf's YouTube channel. If you're in the Caribbean, Flow Sports, stuff like that. Go-to food at a baseball game, nachos. Nachos. Is it basic? Yes. That's been a thing since I was like 8. Nachos. Or at any sport, frankly. Maybe not football, soccer. Kind of hard to do, but gridiron football, basketball, baseball, hockey. Yeah, never went to a pro basketball game or college. High school, but in a stadium, football, gridiron, baseball, hockey. 0-0 Houston NYCFC. Oof. It should have been 0-0. Blocked away and cleared. Curaçao going to get destroyed by Argentina. I mean, it's only 1-0. Panama didn't really get destroyed either. Moat came off limping. Talking about New York. Save. .26-minute Bourrion claims it. Goal kick here. Good first half so far. Canada, the better team. Curaçao. I like Curaçao. I'm not saying I like their chances, but I don't think they're going to get destroyed by Argentina. I don't think they're going to get destroyed. Panama didn't even get destroyed. I want to see an Argentina-Canada Copa America final. Me too. Me too. Be awesome. I think it could happen, though. I think it could happen. Depending on the draw, I think it can happen. I'm not really worried about any other South American team of the teams in Copa America. I'm not really worried, especially if it's going to be in the USA. Colombia, I think Canada could beat Colombia. I think they could beat Ecuador. I think they could beat Brazil. I mean, we do have to see if they get Carlo, then maybe I'll consider differently, but I think it could happen. Argentina is the one I'm really scared of in South America. I think Canada could at least have a good chance, if not beat everybody else. And then I'm more worried about the CONCACAF teams, tell you the truth, than the South American teams. Because Mexico and USA should make it. I think we have less chance of beating them in a Copa America competition than anybody not named Argentina. I think, I'm not saying Canada doesn't have a chance. It's the fact that I think U.S. and Mexico have a better chance of beating Canada in Copa America than a South American country not named Argentina does. That's all it is. Austin beating Colorado 1-0. That doesn't surprise me. Brazil's better than Argentina. Brazil would never lose to Saudi Arabia. And Brazil just lost to Morocco. And they lost to Croatia. What? Like, I'm not shitting on Croatia here, but Brazil has more pedigree than Croatia. you would think Brazil would beat Croatia. They kind of did it to themselves. But again, that's how every time Brazil loses, they do it to themselves. But Morocco, and you say they wouldn't lose to Saudi Arabia. I literally admit when I watch Morocco and Brazil, I think you're right. Morocco's not looking bad until I watch friendly game. Yeah, Morocco played well against Brazil. If Morocco could beat Brazil, Canada can, especially in 24. Or at least I'll delude myself into thinking they could. But goal kick here for Curaçao. Chicago 3-2 over Miami. What? Well, that shocks me. Portugal's better than Argentina. Yeah, no. Not after losing to Morocco. No. Cleared. That'll be a corner for Curaçao in the 30th minute. And the Nations League patches are about to fall off jerseys. Of course they are. Kai Kamara scored. That doesn't surprise me. 3 things are guaranteed. Well, for now, yeah, 3 things are guaranteed in life. Death, taxes, and Kai Kamara scoring in MLS. For now. Cross in. Well, if Costa Rica moved to CONMEBOL, they would probably get slapped. They would basically be Bolivia without the home field advantage. The dominant home field advantage. Morocco win over Brazil. I saw a great win for Morocco, well-deserved. I wish I could watch it on TV. I couldn't. But, yeah, big win. Happy for Morocco. Goal kick here. You're scared for Miami. Hey, you're still getting messy, though. 31st minute. Brazil had a B team or C team today. I remember. I was thinking, wait, didn't... no, the celebration commotion with Ola was he didn't celebrate against his former team. Then I realized, yeah, okay, yeah, I remember. 6-1 crew. Jesus. Andre Santos is starting. He's a Brazil U20. I'm a big fan of Andre Santos. I think he'll be great with Chelsea. I've heard the game wasn't too great for him against Morocco. 32nd minute. France had home advantage. Argentina already beat France. France had home advantage. Scoring isn't our thing right now. Hoping Campana comes back. Yeah, you need him. I will celebrate heavily when that happens. There's no way Messi goes back to Barcelona. 1, they don't have the money. 2nd of all, they're about to get Juventus. He's not going back. That chapter's dead. He will go to Miami or Saudi Arabia. He's done with PSG. You like all MLS teams, including Columbus. Don't watch you enough. Only watch you when you're talking about MLS Canada or other big matches. This is a Concacaf channel. Toronto's the big center in Canada, but I talk about everything I can. So, big international matches for Concacaf, U.S., Mexico, of course. Gold Cup, Nations League, World Cup, once that comes around. I mean, there are MLS teams I hate. I'll watch the crew. I don't like the Crew. Like, with Season Pass, I watched a lot more games than I did on ESPN Plus. I've watched a lot of teams. CCL. The Crew are back. Big win for y'all. Y'all are bipolar so far. But hey, good win. Good win there against Atlanta. Eastern Conference is going to be a dogfight this year. Revs 2-1 over DC. Wait, hold on. Wouldn't that be... Did you say it was one? Well, hold on. What? Is that the one goal for DC? Crew beat a good team. I agree. I think Messi might leave to Europe to enter Miami. Some people say Al Hilal. I'd love to see it be Al Hilal just for the Cristiano Messi rivalry to come back, but it's Miami. That there's too much smoke. There's too much smoke. I'm seeing way too much smoke. Messi to Miami. I believe it. Chicago win. I miss Tim Bez. I do. Tim Bez was that guy as a GM. I missed him. Tim Bez just did everything right. Orlando won 2-1. First loss for Philadelphia at home since 2021. Jesus Christ, it's been a long time. Also, September 2021 to be exact. Philly kind of scares me a bit going into CCL against Atlas. They kind of scare me. Lewicki, he built a foundation. Tim Bez got all the reputation from it. Ollie Curtis tore it all down. But yes, Tim Lewicki, he built a good foundation. I miss him too. If we can't have Tim Bez back, if Lewicki wanted to come back to MLS, Herdman isn't there. Wait. Herdman's not there? Can anybody else confirm? I mean, hey, at least they did what they had to do. It is BLO coaching. What the hell happened? So Concacaf was right. Shot right to Eloy Room. Yeah, I agree with that. Why can't we be great? Tim Lewicki, one of the most goated quotes ever, and he was right. They did become great. And then they went back. Then a good bit later, they're back in the tank. But again, why can't we be great? When I watch Portland versus Galaxy, what the hell's going on between Galaxy with no chemistry? Portland playing way better until they lower place in the World Cup. Or wild card, I guess. I guess I meant wild card. I have no idea. Portland should have won that game. They scuffed all their chances, and LA sucks. The Galaxy suck. MLS teams you love: Toronto, LA Galaxy, Inter Miami, Atlanta United, New York City FC since David Villa played there. Yeah, not a bad group. Seems like it's just the newer good teams, but USA, well, whatever grade squad made sure they took care of business. Exactly. And Mexico played lackadaisically against a team they should have kicked the ass of. At least Diego Coca would have had you believe that. Western Conference. Oh. No, Herdman's still with a team. He didn't leave the country or leave. He didn't leave the national team. He's still the head coach, but I guess he's sick or something, just like Rooney is. I guess he's sick. Red card. Red card for Curaçao. Gotti gets his second yellow. Canada up a man. 1-0 up a man. How will TFC do without Osorio or Larea? I think they'll do just fine. I like Vasquez playing in the midfield with Cervania and Bradley, which is probably what's going to happen. Guti, that could be tough if they start Guti. Maybe they'll start Marshall Ruddy instead, but I think Canada should handle San Jose. Insigne has just been injured a lot. He's had a lot of personal problems as he's trying to meld into Canada. Not in a bad way, but familial problems or tragedies and injuries have just made it hard for him to mesh. I think once he gets a chance, if he wants to stay and doesn't leave to Turkey, he will do better. Right now, Biello is interim coach for this match. Vasquez never plays 90. I don't think he's playing 90, but I think he'll play a good 60, and then they'll put Coelho in or Simmermanchik via short-term loans, one of those two. And I like them. I like Coelho. I like Simmermanchik from TFC2. I like them both. I think they're two good players. And I think maybe one of the TFC2, doesn't seem like one of their two strikers will for short-term loans, but they didn't say Batiz, or I guess it will be Peruzza coming on for Kerr if need be. Dio's not ready yet. I don't know if it'll be Guti or Marshall Ruddy, but one of them two are going to start for Larea. Personally, I'd rather it be Marshall Ruddy. He's had more time at that spot. Not as much, but Guti, he's off an injury. Worth a shot. I know, but he's only subbed in. He has to start tonight. Richie Ledesma going to NYCFC is a big move. Well needed for New York. They need a player like him. They need to grow. It's a good reloading piece, at least on a loan. I think Richie Ledesma will do great for NYCFC. Free kick taken for Canada. They put it forward 1-0. That's probably in the summer, a true midfielder. That's probably in the summer. Because Kay and Oso were gone, we're thin at midfield. That's why Simmermanchik and Coelho were signed from TFC2 on a short-term loan for tonight. So that's all I know. Kone's bright future despite move to Watford not working well. Kone's a great player. Kone is a great player. I like watching him play, at least with Canada. I don't really watch Watford much, so I haven't seen him. I've paid attention to his numbers, but I don't watch Watford much. Just because Elton John owns them doesn't mean I like Watford. I had to throw that quip in there. That's a foul. Free kick for Canada. Canada up a man. They should be able to find 2 or 3 more. If they don't win 3-0 or 4, I'm going to be angry. Or not angry, but I'll definitely be a bit miffed about the Canada game, even if they win. Even if it is a win. And they're in catbird seat going into match day. The final match day. Let me look up why Herdman. I will do the stats before. I wonder what's going on. There's no news. I don't see anything. So the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to do the stats after. Do the stats before I take a break for the half and talk about the half. Then I'll take a break, pop on that jersey, and then do all that. So that's the way it looks. So we'll take a shorter break, and it'll be more simple, more chemistry. Nice. Shot, goal! 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 Golazo! Golazo! Alphonso Davies. 2-0 Canada. It was bound to happen. There you go. Hits the back of the net. What a banger. Alphonso Davies at the top of the box. Kyle Larin. No, it was Kyle Larin. Davies with the assist. Or David with the assist. Davies had nothing to do with it. He was just part of the... My bad. David passes it to Laren. Laren pops it in. I guess it wasn't a golazo, but it was still a goal. 2-0 Kyle Laren. I'll admit, I needed to see the replay there before I saw it hit the back of the net. But Kyle Laren with a goal. (2-0) in the 44th minute. 2-0 Canada. Big. A sub for Curaçao already. Yeah, this game's about to go off the rails. I have no thoughts on him. I don't. Because I haven't really read anything bad about Adams. But a little bit of a laser into the net past room for Laren with the assist from David. I love Insigne, but I still think they should have signed a younger striker from a bigger league because they would be less injury prone and able to play a whole 90 more effectively. I agree with that, but they wanted the name recognition. You know, they wanted the name recognition. I think they were trying to make a statement, but if it didn't work out, they could say they tried to be better, but they didn't really try, you know. 2 minutes of extra time when it hits 45. Blackburn and Middlesbrough in the championship. Okay. I think Toronto were trying to make it look like they were trying, but not really. Because I don't really know what their strategy, I don't know how to put it. Their scouting department sucks, frankly. Besides Bernardeschi, but it seems to me they basically just pulled up transfer market, saw Italian free agents, and then that's what Bill Manning admitted to. And then besides that, their scouting kind of, at least last year, sucked. So far, Petretta looks like a good player. Hedges, Johnson, that looks good. Rosted looks good. But last year, though, I liked Caden Chung, but come on, Canada. Stadium is huge for our city. Nice. Watching the RSL St. Louis game, scouting for RSL last week. What's happening? What's the score line? Did it just start? Well, it was 8:30, yeah. 1 minute to go. I have no idea how Bob Bradley convinced everyone to sign Diamande because he was great under him at 2 teams. One in Norway, one in LAFC, one LAFC. And he said he could do it again the 3rd time. I think he was wrong. Saludos, Honduras. Saludos, Carlos. Gran partido, Honduras. Canada contra Honduras. Tuesday. 8 minutes play. Yeah, exactly. I wish we had Biuk. That would be great. But Gran partido de la Liga de Nations. Canada contra Honduras. Because they drew the bye week. Because it seems like everybody has a bye week until decision day. Like one a week. Like everybody gets a bye week somewhere. Besides in between Nations League or Leagues Cup and all that. One team's off per week until decision day. At least it seems like it. There's one team with a bye week, and I guess Montreal got the bye week. Goalkeeper Eloy Room is down. Or player for Curaçao is down. Let me see if it's Eloy. No, it's not Eloy. It's a defender. Halftime. It is 2-0 Canada at the half. Big half so far. Great performance. Canada dominating. 2-0. In the catbird seat as it stands. Hopefully we never go back to that shitty 4-3-3. Wait, are we talking Canada or the USA? Or Canada or TFC? My bad. I mean, yeah, the 4-3-3 sucked, but live Honduras forever. Good luck on Tuesday. TFC, yeah, that 4-3-3 kind of sucked. Good luck on Tuesday. May the best team win and may the best team go on to the Nations League semifinals. And if Honduras makes it, I'd like to see them make some noise. I hope the same to you. I hope the same is the other way. Hopefully y'all want Canada to make some noise if y'all can't win the group. May 6 to 7. Week off in Columbus. Not too bad. Yeah, Canada does produce some good young talents. Davies, Kone, David, and Laren. Yep. 4-4-2 now, so we look way better. NYCFC, I guess. But with that being said, stats at the half. We'll take the break after I talk about the stats and what's happening at the half. Yeah, the main problem is the defense. I agree. Comparison. Canada's winning 2-0. 2-0. 1 shot to 4, 0 shots on goal to 3, 0 assists to 2, 3 steals to 5, 8 fouls to 5, 50% possession to 50% possession, 0 offside to 0, 2 corners to 1, 154 correct passes to 171, 30 incorrect passes to 9, 184 passes to 180, 84% pass accuracy to 95, 2 yellows to 1, 1 red card to 0. Canada not rival from Honduras. Okay. Well, besides Tuesday, but yeah. Y'all have had your time against us, and now we're just starting to step up to you. That's pretty much what it is. At least there's a respect there. But with that being said, Canada, I didn't realize the possession was that close, but I thought Canada played the better half. They showed their quality. They defended well. It's Curaçao. But they defended well. They got 2 goals. I think they should have got maybe another. Now that they're up a man, they could easily focus on the offense, get a couple more goals, fix that goal differential a bit higher, and make it seem that a draw would put them, or make it to where a draw on Tuesday would also put them through in the group, to where they don't have to exactly win, but just not lose on Tuesday. They're doing that job. As of now, they're in the catbird seat. Let me check Thought Mob for the group. They're in the catbird seat. Yeah, I remember. That's what I was referencing. I'll never forget. I will never forget. That is burned in my brain forever. It'll forever be stuck in my head. And it will forever cause me pain. Even though we have slayed that dragon, it will forever cause me pain. Forever. Let's see, group. They are top of the group with +5 goal differential. Honduras with a +1 in 6, or with 6 points in 3 games. As long as Canada doesn't get blown out. Well, no, if they lose. But point is, if they win or draw, they will win the group. They just can't lose on Tuesday at home. They should be able to handle it. They are in the catbird seat. Just like Costa Rica could overtake Panama by a win next Tuesday as well. Not covering that, but I'll watch the end of that. Or watch that as I'm reviewing. Mexico's in the catbird seat for the game against Jamaica tomorrow. And USA's in the catbird seat for the game against El Salvador on Monday. Looks like the groups will end as we expected. They still can't lose. Just like Canada, they still can't lose, though. But with that being said, we got another half for Canada. Then TFC to play. We'll have a little bit of an overlap as time goes on. Canada with a big half to set up. Hopefully they have another 2 or 3 goals and another 2 or 3 goals and win that group on Tuesday. Oh, yeah. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on the Criscito thing. Dude retires, didn't want to play in Toronto, retires, and then as soon as he can, signs for Genoa and goes straight back. Like, what are you doing? Like, legitimately, that was just horrible. Trash. That was just trash. Like, you could just say, yeah, could I leave? You had to fully just fake retire. Like, that's the worst part. Like, what? And I liked Crescito, but now I'm not so sure. Like, at least when Defoe left, it was agreed that he wanted to go home, and they found a way to get him home. Crescito's like, nah, I'm just going to big league him, retire, and then go back. It was legitimately a freaking, it was a joke what he did. With that being said, we'll take a short break at the half. Talk about, well, we already did talk about the stats because it's a different way to do the half. I'm sure they did. You'd be stupid not to. If they didn't, they'd be dumb. With that being said, we'll take a short break. I'll be back with a quick change and ready for the second half. Sit tight, we'll be back. We are back. We are back at halftime, of course. Told you there'd be a quick change. Still can see the Canada jersey better than the TFC jersey, but there we go. Haven't seen the starting 11s yet on FOTMob. I do need to at least bring this over for a bit. But it is news. Alonso Coelho Camarero Camarero makes his debut in the starting 11. Bob must rate him highly. I do too. I think Coelho's a good player. I loved watching him on TFC too. He still will be there. But I think he can make a good first impression. I like Coelho. I think he's a good player. So I guess Vasquez isn't starting then. So it's Cervania, Oso, Coelho, Vasquez off the bench, most likely. PS5 not too long ago. No, I don't have a PS5 now. Nice. I don't have a PS5. I still have a PS4. No idea how to start career mode since I start with weak players. TFC better win. I think they will. I just have PS4. Vasquez is starting at striker. What? What is Bacala doing? False 9. I get wing, but a striker, false 9. DeAndre Kerr's played well over the past 2 matches. Are you kidding me? Look, are you legitimately kidding me? What the hell? Okay, so starting 11. Sean Johnson, Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy, Matt Hedges. Marshall-Ruddy replaced Larea. Matt Hedges, Sigurd Rosted, Raul Petretta, Alonso Coelho Camarero, Brandon Cervania, Michael Bradley, DeAndre Kerr, Victor Vasquez, Federico Bernardeschi. That's what it looks like. I'm okay with that 11. I'm good with that 11. Hugo Mbong is on the bench. Peruzza's on the bench. McNaughton, O'Neal, Kosi, Kobe Franklin, Temi Antognalu. This legitimately kind of looks like a freaking pre-Insigne 11. Starting 11s for San Jose. JT Marcinkowski, Carlos Acapo, Jonathan Mensah, Paul Marie, Rodriguez, Jackson Ewell, Michael Baldizimo, Benjamin Kikanovic, Cade Cowell, Jeremy Abobase, and Christian Espinoza, the starting 11 for San Jose. Canada's back out to play the next 45. We'll go over Toronto's 11 again once it gets closer. That's still up there when it hits 10. TFC, or Canada, about to kick off the second half. 2-0 at the half, of course. Okay. I don't hate the 11. I like the starting 11 for TFC. I like Marshall-Ruddy starting in place of Larea. It says Vasquez is in the midfield, but I'm going to guess that's Coelho. Vasquez is up there with Bernardeschi and Kerr. Cervania is in the midfield. Cervania's playing the 10. I guess Cervania drops back. Vasquez is playing the 10. What's up? How we doing? FOTMob has it a bit wrong. I'm sure Apple TV will have it more correct. Curaçao making a sub before we get going in that second half. As it sits, Toronto FC are sitting 11th in the East because they haven't played yet. 6-7. If they win, they will be 4th. If they win, they will be tied for 4th and 5th. If they draw, they'll be 8th, 9th, 10th, or 11th. Hey, Montreal's back in dead last. So Toronto could be as high as 5th, 4th or 5th in the East if they win tonight. But they should still be in the playoffs if they draw. So, or be in a playoff place at the end of the night if they draw. They were in a playoff place going into today, but they have dropped off a little bit because of other results. Second half has started, but they could get back into a playoff place if they win or draw tonight. They should be able to. Because, yeah, if they have 5 points, they have an extra goal differential. Even if they draw, they'll still have that +1. They would be in 8th. Yeah. Jordan Morris is on a mission. I'm not surprised. So, no, Toronto with their goal, +1 goal differential. If they draw, they would still have that. They would be in 8th. if they draw. So they would be in a playoff place. I think that's where they started the day. So no jump. They could jump higher if they win. And they would have a +1 goal differential. Well, they would have over +1 goal differential. They have the same amount of games. It's about the wins, though. They would have 2 wins. Orlando, 6, 7, 8. It would be the same. It would be the same. Yep. So, no, Toronto would be 4th with a goal differential. Yep. They would be 4th in the East. Toronto would be 4th in the East if they win tonight. Doing the math, which is not my strong suit. But again, second half has started over in Curaçao for Canada. Do you have any interest in the Canadian Premier League? Yes, I love the CPL. I try to cover as much as I can. Of course, there's a lot of, well, if it's on Fox Sports, yeah, but still. Forge is my club. Forge. I love the way Bobby Smirniotis plays. I love the way they play the game. It's what I would like to see if I played. Or if I was a manager, I'd like my team to play the same way Bobby has his team playing Smirniotis. So, yeah, Forge. I do respect Pacific, though. I enjoy watching Pacific. Especially that CONCACAF League run. I do like watching Pacific. But I do like watching the Canadian Premier League in general. But if it's not Forge, it's probably a Pacific game. I do like watching. Pacific's fun to watch. They really are. 47th minute. I wish they still had that away jersey they had last year. I want one of those, that black and white jersey. The announcers on One Soccer are not good. We've known this for a good while. Canada playing forward. Richie Larea keeps it in. Richie! Again, Canada's still up a man. That's out for a corner. 48th minute. Canada is still up a man. Let's remember. Canada is up a man. I mean, yeah, it's worth it. I think it's worth it. York is a good team as well. They actually have Mo Babuli now. He came back to Canada, CPL, after leaving Forge. He came back to CPL. He's at York now, which I kind of find a little bit questionable. I like Mo, but then again, crossing Derby lines, it's happened before. Kyle Becker did it. TFC in Montreal. But yeah, York, they're worth it. The only team that isn't really worth the season pass in the CPL is Edmonton, but they're not around anymore. I think it's worth it to support your local team. It's worth it to have a season pass. So I would say do it. Do you think the U.S. can beat Canada? I think Canada's still the better team. I think they still have the more talented, well-drilled, tactical team, even after the Grenada game. I do think Hudson's a better manager than Berhalter, ironically enough, but 49th minute. Really? EA, you suck. Davies. Cross into the box. That'll be cleared. If Canada doesn't win like 4-0 or 5-0, I'm going to be pissed. Hey, he's got the kid on. I told you I had to make a quick change. And Canada's still sitting over there, and they'll be part of the RSR. So there'll be a little bit of an editing job to the RSR because I'll talk about both because I think that makes more sense. Canada first, Toronto second. Let's see how much people sit through. Try to make it about 5-6 minutes per game. Maybe 8 per game. We'll see. Davies. Oh! He dribbled good there. I mean, I definitely think that's a fair criticism. But I think the school system sucks in America too. Like, European players have the same problem in America as well. Like, North American school systems, at least the USA and Canada, I'm not so sure about Mexico, legitimately suck. And it also makes people believe that they need college. It's honestly a college industrial complex, if you think about it. And really, they don't tell you anything you really need to know. It's just like, hey, here's sign theory. Here's geometry. They don't teach you how to do taxes. Most schools don't. Now, when I was in high school, there was personal finance and all that. So at least for a semester, so and you had to take it to graduate. So that was smart. But I don't know what other schools do. So it's more like, hey, here's sign theory. Here's slope intercept. Here's Shakespeare, which I'm fine with personally. Have you ever had birria tacos? No. I would like to try some, but I've never had any. But for me personally, I would like to see a reading class in the education system that's based off of philosophy, like Aurelius, Sun Tzu, Confucius. I guess Shakespeare did have philosophy with him as well. Like, I don't know why. Oh. But again, yeah, I hope so. Again, it's just North America in general. Like Europe has better schools, Japan has better schools, South America, I've heard, has better schools. Header down. Davies, shot! And he put it past. Jose De Rosario, York United striker, said if I went to the next game, he would give me some because he saw me at the games a lot. So the next game, he gave me a signed jersey. Nice. Jose's good guy, good player. Chip off the old block, ain't he? Nice. I'm a fan. Hope Osays does the business. There we go. Watch live. There we go. Past the post, 54th minute. River Plate is going to do the business. What do you think? Like, River Plate is River Plate. Let's just recognize that's what they do. They do the business. So if it's 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, Jesus. Bargnani and Jukic did not play like playing for the Raptors. Well, Bargnani just sucked, so he was a bust. Free kick for Curaçao. I don't think the fans liked him much either. Ugh, Primo Pasta. No. 54th minute. Over the top, headed away. Past the post, that'll go for a goal kick. So there you go. Again, we'll go through starting 11s. We'll do it about, 25 like normal? 56 minute. 10 minutes, we'll go over to starting 11 for Toronto once again. I agree with that. That's pretty much kind of like what it was like. Like how to write checks, how to put things in your register, Equify or some, or Everfi. But there was a lot of like how to not like like hands-on, but not like it was like do it like this type stuff, but 0-0. TFC home kit would have been a good third kit in my opinion. Rather would have had the home kit red, but it's whatever. Everybody says that, but what I don't like, Vittoria gets a yellow card. What I don't like is people say, oh, this is a crap kit. It's not. It's a beautiful kit. Should they have had a red home kit and then save this for third? Yes. But people wanted Onyx. They got it, but they still was able to put red in it. You got what you wanted. And of course, once you get what you want, it's like people want something until they actually get it. Hockey and soccer, then baseball. Did you not watch the World Baseball Classic? They freaking fell apart. How we doing, Rory? Jordan scored 4 now. Damn, Jordan Morris is back. Free kick for Curaçao, 56th minute. Cross in, header cleared. But again, you have red, 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 red down the sides, red on the back. Like, it's not devoid. But I also, and then red on the hoops, like red in the stripes. To me, personally, as I said, I like the allegory. I like the allegory. 2-0 Canada. Toronto hasn't started yet. Cross in. Shot. Saved by Borjan. Ay. That first shot. Hat flick. If it wasn't a double and that was more memorable, I would. Oh, there we go. Onyx and Red's dope combo. I think so. Canada is better at football than baseball. Canada always loses to Italy in baseball. Canada only has one baseball team. Has Canada ever even played Italy in the World Baseball Classic? TFC is on TSN, yes. I still got Apple TV. Toronto looks like they will be in 4th place if they end up winning tonight. That would be great. Boom, boom, boom. The East is going to be a damn freaking dogfight. Win or L take. Romero better than Westberg than Bono. He's better than Alex Bono for sure. I'm not sure about the Westberg part of it, but he's at least at that level. He's at least very close to Westberg. So I'll give you the W. I'll give you the double. I'll give you the W. If it was Romero versus Alex Bono, no question, W. But the Westberg part, I need to see it. But I think personally he's at least close enough. So I'll give you the W for that. I think Westberg was sort of regressing at that point, and Romero can only grow. So all Canadians look like in South Park. Hey, buddy! Hey, buddy! Sadly, you can't create South Park characters that look like that on the South Park character creator. It's just the regular South Park character mold. Sadly. 59th minute. 60th minute. So once it hits 30, this could be like 15 minutes actually of overlap, but whatever. Not too bad to what I thought it would be. Hey, buddy. Timbers stopped the bleeding. They should have won, though. And I don't know if it stopped the bleeding if your goalkeeper, who should have been top 3 goalkeeper of the year last year, ends up feuding with your manager, and now they need him, or if they don't agree on something, Hunter Solta's getting thrown into fire and trial by fire. Yeah, I don't like that, per se. Well, I mean, Leafs sell out, but most of it's suits. I mean, the Leafs do sell out, but it's suits. It makes it hard to go to a Leafs game if you're actually a fan. I think that's half the problem. Most of the people who go to the Air Canada Centre for a Leafs game is a suit. And that's why it's so damn quiet. It was more fun to go to a Leafs game in St. Louis on the road. There was more of an atmosphere there, more actual Leafs fans there than at the Air Canada Centre. Davies. No joke. And the Leafs did win that game, so. No, I will never say that. I agree. He should have scored. Hockey's getting minutes, fun to watch, but I wouldn't spend $100 to go to a Jackets game just to watch them lose. Well, I mean, that's because the Jackets are going to lose. You know they're going to lose. I wouldn't even do that for $10. I'm not in Vegas on a street corner. I'm not doing that. Ivicic was benched. He wasn't even in the roster today. It was Bingham and Solta. Ivicic wasn't even on the roster for Portland today. So take that as what you will. And then Ivicic said he wasn't injured, and he wasn't even injured the first 3 weeks of the season. Take that as what you will, but to me it seems like there's a beef going on there. Then why the hell did he start last week is the question. I mean, I like Gio, but did you not see what he did with Eric Williamson last year in the final game of the season? Yeah, I'm starting to say I think Gio is kind of losing the locker room a bit. I'm not going to lie. I know. But it worked out. So, there you go. Don't watch other sports in Canada, but did research. Edmonton Oilers and Canucks are great in hockey. The Leafs are too. They just can't get past the first round. Me and my friends get offered free Leafs tickets all the time. Don't want them. No. I'm not saying it. Last year, maybe, because that may have been true, but not now. And again, not even for $20. 63rd minute. May have been true last year. It's not now. 63rd minute, 2-0. We're getting close to 25 minutes to where I have to say the 11s. Not worth saying for $20. Or any price. Adekube and Charles-Andreas Brim coming on for Canada. Sound fair enough? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up happening. Like, things are starting to boil a bit. Like, would it be wrong to sack Gio? Would it be, like, shocking to the level of Lozada last year? Yes. Would I be surprised? No. Laren for Brim was the sub. Not bad. I could live with that. What was the other? Used to be hardcore hockey fans that don't watch anymore. Yeah, hockey is definitely... Yeah. You do have... TFC don't have 8 unavailable players. And yes, they've called up Coelho and Simmermanchik from TFC too, and Coelho is starting. Simmermanchik's not even on the bench, but they did call him up. You know, I would guess so. Yeah, I would definitely guess so. But Coelho is starting with Bradley and Cervania in the midfield. Vasquez is on the wing. Marshall Ruddy starting for Lorea. I mean, I'm good with the 11. I think it's a good 11. I'm high on Coelho. I think he's a good player. Speaking of that, let's talk about the 11 since it's only a minute away from 9:25. Let's talk about the 11s. JT Marcinkowski for the Earthquakes. Back 4 of Acapo, Jonathan Mensah, Rodriguez, Paul Marie. Midfield 3 of Michael Baldisimo. Yes. Benji Kikanovic. Yep. And Jackson Ewell. Cade Cowell. Christian Espinoza and Jeremy Obobase. Front 3 for the Earthquakes. For TFC in goal, Sean Johnson with Greg Ranjitsingh on the bench. Jaquil Marshall Ruddy, Matt Hedges, Sigurd Rosted, Raul Petretta, Victor Vasquez, Michael Bradley, and Brandon Cervania, not Vasquez. Michael Bradley, Brandon Cervania, and Alonso Coelho Camarero in the midfield. Bernadeschi, Kerr, and Vasquez to start at the front 3. There we go. Match will probably really kick off at 8 or 9:40, probably. Closer. Hockey's a dying sport. It's dying a slow death. Yeah, MLS is better. MLS is starting to grow over. 13 minutes to kick off for Toronto. So 76, 77, 78, basically the 80th minute. Oso, Larea, Kay, and Akinola, and Romero for El Salvador. 5 players. And then 3 from injury. Insigne, Dio, and I think Temi Antognalu. At least that's what it seemed like. Hold on. Injuries? No, Guti. Guti is injured. Temi is on the bench. Oh, Simmermanchik is on the bench. They fixed it. Okay, he is on the bench. My bad. He is on the bench. Again, starting... Well, we'll do that when they actually start playing. 67th minute, 2-0. Yes, it was. Starting 11, we'll say it again once they get going. Can't believe Columbus put up a touchdown today. You know, I will do that one for money. Mexico is USA's daddy. I mean, historically, it's not wrong. Currently, it is, but historically, it's not wrong. Mexico's USA's daddy. Historically, it is correct. So, not too far off, and now that I'll do. Now that I'll do for some money. Looks like a free kick for Canada in the 68th minute. Yeah, Coelho's in the midfield. Vasquez is on the wing. Yep. I like Coelho, though, so I'll take it. 0-0 Salt Lake for the half against St. Louis. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Felita for Anita for Curaçao in the 69th minute. TFC making a Western trip. Bernadeschi, 2 goals and 2 assists this season. I still think TFC will win, or at least draw tonight. Eustachio with a free kick. Swings it in, headed away by Curaçao. 2-0. They're up a man. They should score another 1 or 2, but they're not. Maybe they are doing what Mexico did. Gio's starting to lose the locker room. It's making me sad, but that's the way football goes sometimes. Sometimes you're going to lose the locker room, and Mark Anthony Kaye's coming on for Canada. Makikatsu. No way. Broncos are trying to get a new stadium. I'm not surprised. They need one. So when it hits the 80th minute, we'll have 10 minutes plus stoppage time. Are you going to watch TFC 2 versus Cincy on Monday at 7 p.m.? No, I'm watching the Nations League game, USA El Salvador. That's just the smarter move. I will be doing Chicago versus TFC 2 on the Friday, the 31st. I will be doing that, though. So I will be next week doing a MLS Next Pro match, but it'll be Chicago TFC 2. Atiba's on for Eustachio. Boom, boom. And Kay is on. Mark Anthony Kay is on as well. 71st minute. By the time this ends, or by the time that starts, it'll be 80 minutes. So that ain't much of an overlap. Ike Ubo. No. Charles Andreas Brim. So I got used to Ike Ubo wearing the 12. MLB to Portland. I would like to see it. I would love to see it. They wouldn't do it, but I'd love to see it. But then they'd have to retrofit Providence Park once again. Atiba's still there, yes. He's retiring from Besiktas at the end of the season. And I think he'll probably play in the Gold Cup to finish it out. And that's when he's truly retiring, is at the end of Gold Cup. I think he will play the Gold Cup. I feel like that's how he's going to swan song it, is the Gold Cup, and hopefully win that thing. But he's retiring at the end of the season from club football. And then I think he'll play at the Gold Cup, and those will be his last games. I think he's going to do it the opposite way. Because it has been said he's going to retire from Besiktas in club football at the end of the season. So I guess international football is not too far behind, but he's still part of it. So I think he would be. If they didn't want to call him up, I wouldn't think he'd have a chance at the Gold Cup, but I think he's going to the Gold Cup, and that's how he's going to swan song it. So honestly, the reverse way. KO. He did get fouled. Jeez. St. Louis City SC has 13 points. Top of the West. They would still be top even if they lost. Can't wait for the Gold Cup. Me too. I know Pat Bolin wanted one for our current one when it was built before he died in 2019. One of the best Gold Cups it should be. With a roof. With a Broncos stadium. They should have a roof. I mean, I like snow games, but come on. 73rd minute. Canada looking for at least a third. Foul. Ubo taken down. Christian Espinoza is the player to watch for the Earthquakes. Richie Laryea on the ball. For like 10 minutes, I'm going to be just flicking my head back and forth. Imagine if Qatar gets to the final. That's not happening. Last time it could have. It's not happening this time. Qatar's fallen off a cliff. Qatar's fallen off a straight-up cliff. Bernadeschi's player to watch. Of course he is. Qatar's falling off a cliff. 73rd minute. Teams are walked out for this game. For Toronto, 74th minute, 2-0 here. Qatar will bring their best players, though. I mean, I believe it. I just don't think they did that well at the World Cup, and I don't think they'll look any better. Maybe Kiros makes them look better. Borjan with a save. Musis with a tenner. Gold Cup will be good. Mexico seeks retribution. I'm sure they are, but Canada's seeking a title. USA's looking to defend. Mexico seeks a retribution. And Qatar looking for redemption after the World Cup. Jamaica looking to make a statement. Suriname looking to make a statement. El Salvador making a statement. I said what I had to say. If the Patriots got a new stadium with a dome, how would you feel? I'd be pissed. The Patriots shouldn't be playing in a dome. They shouldn't be. Gillette Stadium does not need a dome or a new stadium. No, it should be no dome. If they're in Foxborough or Boston, no dome. But that's probably what they would have to do to get a Super Bowl in Boston or Foxborough. But they shouldn't. They shouldn't. I think the only stadium that's going to stay classic is Lambeau. I don't think Green Bay will ever get a new stadium, and I don't think they ever add a roof to Lambeau. 75th minute. No, Canada's winning the double, but you're right. Somebody's winning the double this year. Cincy Nashville 1-0. Good for Toronto. Good. Everything is falling to plan. Now Toronto just has to win. Mexico have big trouble with the Gold Cup. I honestly agree. I don't think they're going to be that much better than they were a couple of days ago. So we'll find out. TFC need a dome. No. I mean, they do train in a air bubble. 76 minute. I mean, yeah, some games get way too cold, but that's kind of like the romantic part of it, to be honest. Buchanan about to come on with 14 minutes left already. It's only going to be a 14-minute cameo for Buchanan. If they're in Boston, they should have a roof. In Foxborough, doesn't matter as much. Why the difference? I'm out, guys. See you, Jesus. Not going to City for the Toronto game? Okay. Just want a Gold Cup to be here already. Watch Balogun, ex-Reyna, ex-Pulisic would cook. But Toronto has Kyle Larin, Jonathan David, Alphonso Davies, Richie Larea. I'm just saying. And Steven Eustachio. Tajon Buchanan for Jonathan David is the sub with 13 minutes to go plus stoppage time. We lost to Houston 1-0. Don't tell me what happened. We have international break and Richie Ledesma playing way better, so you're not mad. I'm not going to say what happened. International break is wild because MLS is dumb enough to play during international break. So with that being said, it is what it is. It is what it is. International break is going to, because MLS wants to play through international breaks except June. And maybe the pre-playoffs one. But other than that, they don't know what they're doing. What are you smoking? Stally better than Larea. What are you smoking? San Jose, Toronto about to kick off. Derek Cornelius up. 78th minute. 12 minutes here plus stoppage time. Toronto about to start. Won't take long for me to pop that one on the TV. Starting 11, JT Marcinkowski, back four, Paul Marie, Rodriguez, Jonathan Mensah, Acapo, midfield four, Kikanovic, Baldismo, Ewell, Christian Espinoza, Cade Cowell, Jeremy Abobase, the front two. Fair enough, but 79th minute. Welcome back, Winvo. 79th minute for Canada. They're up 2-0. They could have done better. They could have done more. Cross. Still. Oso. Cross into the box. Header! Brim puts it over. Charles Andreas Brim puts it over with 10 to go or 11 to go. But 2-0. TFC, Sean Johnson, back four, Raul Petretta, Sigurd Rosted, Matt Hedges, Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Midfield three, Alonso Coyo, Camarero, Brandon Cervania, Michael Bradley. Front three, Victor Vasquez, DeAndre Kerr, and Federico Bernardeschi. Boom. No, they aren't. Draw at worst. And it's in San Jose, and Bradley is still wearing a jacket. This man never stops wearing a jacket. Fotis Bazakos is the ref for the Toronto match. Mr. loves to give yellow cards, and here we go. San Jose, black and blue. Toronto in their white. Their away kits. They're white and gray. Of course. Here we go. Because I don't know. Because they don't have enough money to give Concacaf to host a group at the very, even host a group. It's crazy. Gold Cup is sort of greasing the wheels of CONCACAF. Goal kick for Johnson. I've never noticed it, but now that you say it, I should have noticed that in 2020. But no, I haven't. But now that you say it, you have a point. Playing forward. Bernardeschi getting defended throw-in Toronto. Why can't the Gold Cup be in Hawaii? Because their Aloha Stadium is being revamped. That's the word, revamped. And Alaska doesn't have any stadiums. Because Sarah Palin hasn't done enough to build a stadium in Alaska. Jokes. They drill, baby, drill. I mean, I wouldn't want to see the Gold Cup played in Alaska. I mean, yeah, you get orange ball games every day of the week, but, you know, or every game of the group, but Russia's football team would probably invade too because they finally want to play a meaningful competition. 82nd minute. Bradley just coughed up the ball. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Cleared away by Marcinkowski. Headed away. I got 2 minutes. 82nd here for Curaçao, Canada. Still 2-0. Bernadeschi going down the wing for Toronto. Federico still has the ball. Nope, coughed it up. 82nd minute. 8 minutes to go for Canada plus stoppage time. Headed forward. That's out for a throw-in for the Earthquakes in the 3rd minute. Warm. Full time, 1-1 between Colorado and Austin. Colorado got a point off Austin. Austin sucks this year. That's the point. Yes, it's a double. I will be still here for the Toronto game. I'll put it on the TV. We'll fully cover it. We're all good. And then the review's double, so that's why I said double. We're here for both. Not just because it overlapped. 83rd minute. It's not worth starting another one. St. Louis scored a goal. Lovely. 1-0 St. Louis against RSL. 3rd minute. Texas ballparks are gigantic compared to the rest of the league, both inside and out. Everything's bigger in Texas. Have you not heard that before? They don't lie about that. 3rd minute. Playing forward. Hop the stream up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Canada winning, 84th, 3 minutes, 4 minutes in here, 0-0. Looks like a good night so far. I just hope it stays that way. 84th minute, Canada trying to get a goal here. That's a foul against. 84th minute. Actually, I probably should have kept this over here for now. 84th minute. 2-0 Canada against Curaçao. Free kick here. TFC in the attacking 3rd. 4 minutes in. Jaquil Marshall-Ruddy. Bernadeschi. Federico Bernadeschi. Nice run over the top. That's going to go out for a goal kick. I agree with that. Timothy Tillman scored for LAFC 1-0. Columbus won 6-1 versus Atlanta. I saw. They killed Atlanta. Who scored for St. Louis? I did not know. I just heard St. Louis scored. Nico Giacchini. Yep, that doesn't surprise me. Another goal for Giacchini. He's a damn good player. He's a damn good player. He's a damn good player. 5th minute. 85th minute. Nico Giacchini, 85th and 5th. Oh, hey, yeah, it's a multiple of 5. There we go. So it'll be 90 minutes, 10 minutes. That ain't too bad. Or whatever stoppage time. So most of the game will be on TV. Good. Nice. Take a couple minutes longer to get it over, but it'll do. Apple TV, only 10 minutes on the computer. ESPN Plus was like 5 games last year on the computer. I mean, once we got that Wi-Fi extender, besides the LSU game, it wasn't a problem. Because State was playing LSU and all that. Past the post. 85th minute. We've been hovering over 20 and then a little bit under and a little bit over. We're doing a good one right now. Want to ride the train to the Astros Stadium. I mean, me too. And I'm not even an Astros fan. Now, shot past the post. Oh, that's a horrible shot for the Earthquakes. 86th minute. Still 0-0. Why the hell is Curaçao not starting? 6 minute. Bernadeschi. Federico. Still with Federico. Federico Bernadeschi. Still Toronto, top of the box. Still. Cross. Right to Marcinkowski. 87th minute. Canada has not scored since the first half. The Kyle Larin goal. It's been 2-0. But they haven't been challenged either. Suriname did give more of a challenge to Mexico than Curaçao has for Canada. So, forward shot. Goal! Oh, wait, did it go in? Offside. Offside for DeAndre Kerr. Corner. Wait, it was a corner. It went past the post. My bad. Go Toronto. Yep, missed. It went past. Hold on. Cervania. DeAndre's on. DeAndre put it past the post. Yep, past the post. Corner. Free kick for Canada once Kennedy gets up. Corner, 8th minute. Damn it, I wish that was a goal. The camera angle screwed me over. Maron. 8th minute. Bernadeschi. Headed away. Toronto's playing just fine. I'm good with their performance so far, knowing we're missing 4 players and 2 of our bigger players. Oh, yeah, I remember. Oh, I remember. Wild. That was... We were on stream for that, because I think that was the same match day as Japan-Spain. Wasn't it? That was wild. Like, just looking at the score and the table, that was wild. They're looking good. That was wild, that Costa Rica moment that they were beating Germany. Man, World Cup was so fun. World Cup was so fun. 8th minute. 88th minute, 2-0. Canada looking like they'll wrap up against Curaçao and be in the catbird seat going against Honduras on Tuesday. That'll be beautiful. With that being said, 8th minute. JT Marcinkowski plays the ball forward for San Jose. Eight. Into the 9th minute. 89th minute over here. Canada cruising to a win against Curaçao overall. Cross in. Oh! Free kick for TFC. Yes, 9th minute. Why is San Jose mid? Because San Jose is mid. That's why. I mean, Water Park would be nice. 89th minute. Hey, if anything else, I mean, maybe I can go to the Wisconsin Dells again. If nothing else happens, maybe I can go to the Wisconsin Dells again. That'd be nice. Seems the Quakes don't get talked about at all. They don't. 90th minute, 90th and the 10th, or getting to 90th and the 10th. TFC, Kerr tries to get the ball forward, doesn't. Corner for Curaçao. Oh boy. Into the 90th minute, there's a corner for Curaçao here. Canada has to defend this. That'll be a corner once again. Happy Saturday, HJU. How we doing, Ozan? I would love to see a Puerto Rican team in MLS. That would be beautiful. 3 minutes of stoppage time for Canada. So 13. Well, TFC 2 players are on TFC because 4 of our players went to the international break, or 5, and we need, our midfield is thin. And our outside backs are thin as well. They had to. Baldisimo with a good tackle there, formerly of the Whitecaps. Curaçao can still qualify for Gold Cup. They're most likely going to the prelims. And I think by goal differential, they're stuck in 3rd because they don't play another game. This is their last game. Unless, yeah, I think they're going to prelims no matter what after tonight. 2 minutes to go. Yes, Canada's winning 2-0. What a tackle by Balduzimo. Bring back Puerto Rico FC. I agree. Corner for San Jose. 63% possession for Toronto, 37% San Jose, and San Jose has a corner. Canada's winning 2-0 with a minute and a half to go. Cross in. Yes, that is true. You have Great Wolff. You have Mount Olympus. You have some other water parks that I don't exactly remember the name of. Bernadeschi punched away by Marcinkowski. A minute 30 to go for Canada. 12th minute over in San Jose. Kikanovic plays it forward. Jaquil defending well. I like how Jaquil's playing. They need to do a bit better, but I like Canada's chances. A minute to go. Richie Larea can't put the ball forward far enough. Cleared away by Curaçao. Still with Canada, though. Nope. Out for a throw. Nope. Still in. Less than a minute. San Jose looking for a goal. They're close. Clear the ball. And it goes nice. Jaquil gets to cut it off. Jaquil can clear. Luckily, still there. Six Flags. They don't have a Six Flags in the Dells. They don't have a Six Flags in the Wisconsin Dells. They don't. You think that would be smart, though, but they don't. Well, Mount Olympus is. And they actually have an indoor arcade as well. Mini arcade. Indoor park, outdoor park, and an arcade. It is innovative. I think Great Wolff has indoor, outdoor as well. Replace San Jose with San Francisco FC. 93rd minute. The referee can add as much time as he desires. And there you go, full time. Canada wins 2-0. They didn't score in the second half up a man, but doesn't matter. They cruise to a victory. 2-0 Canada. And that coverage is over. Toronto playing forward, 13th minute, getting into the 14th. There you go. Back to Apple TV on the TV. There you go. Watch live. 14th minute, Toronto going forward. It's up. 14-11. 14-13. Okay, we're right there. Boom. Bernadeschi on the ball. A little bit ahead on the computer, actually. Jaquil plays it forward. Coelho. B-. B-. I say B-. Toronto playing forward. They're playing the better game so far. Slightly less possession. Coelho plays it over the top. Lovely. Cross cleared away. I don't know. It seems dumb what they did. It seems dumb. So let's see. 2 shots to 7. 1 shot on goal. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. 4. Possession. 43-57. Fifteenth minute, Toronto pressing San Jose. Passes. I got to do this first. To 376. PA. 81-96. Playing forward. Shot by Cervania. Not good enough. They should have. No. Wait for Real Madrid or Chelsea. They should have lost. Maybe. 16th minute. Big up to the boys. Good luck on Tuesday. I hope they use it and hope they get forward. All they got to do is draw now with 6 points. All they got to do is draw. They go to the Nations League semis. I'd rather them win, but 19 fouls to 14. Offside, 0-1. Playing forward, San Jose. Yellow card, red card, corner. Okay. Playing forward, nice. Johnson plays it forward. Corners, and that's it. There we go. Hello. There we go. We got that one done. Good. 17th minute. TFC 0-0 going into the 18th. Interesting. I believe that. But Costa Rica plays Panama on Tuesday as well. The winner of that. I think Costa Rica would have to win to go on. So if Panama wins or draws, they go to the final. So I think Panama is a better shot than Costa Rica right now, though. I have to agree. Costa Rica barely beat Martinique. They had to come back. San Jose going forward to the 18th minute. Cleared by Hedges. Goal kick for Johnson. Offside as well. But yeah, Mexico fell off. Canada and USA are the favorites for sure. I think the final could end up being Canada-USA. Unless they have Canada play the USA, then, well, there you go. But I don't know if they would do that. Should be interesting. I agree. No, it's Canada. No, Canada. Yeah, I agree. You have to earn your spot. You have to earn your spot, earn your spot and get that spot. But yeah, I agree. Totally. 2-0 St. Louis. Let's go. St. Louis going to win again. 5-0. Dear God, they're good. St. Louis is for real. Damn it. Toronto FC versus St. Louis MLS Cup 2023. And I wouldn't be too mad if it was in St. Louis. If not, we're live. If it is, well, there you go. This is my first time watching Concacaf Nations League. I think I only knew Canada were great when they dominated World Cup qualifiers last year. St. Louis is for real. They are. Woo! Who scored? Toronto playing forward. St. Louis should be in the East, not the West. Yeah. I mean, Chicago's there, so I understand that. 20th minute, TFC playing pretty well. I think TFC's been playing pretty well here. Good so far in this game. Who scored for St. Louis? 20th minute, 70 to go. Who scored? What the hell was that pass, Cervania? What the hell was that? Joao Klaus scores for St. Louis. Joao Klaus, damn, he's good. Bernardeschi, Almada, Klaus, MVP race. I'm calling it now. 3 players that if they weren't on those teams, they would be nowhere. They'd be up the creek without the paddle. Nice. Coelho plays it forward straight to an earthquake. But, I understand what he was trying to do. It wasn't great, but I understand what Coelho was trying to do there. Fair enough. 21st minute, over the bar. That's a goal kick. TFC. Hello, Ron. Just got done watching San Antonio FC. Crazy and was crazy. Jordan Farr saved us from sharing a point with Colorado switchbacks. Yeah, good for y'all. I agree with that, but he needs to play. Yeah, Ricky Pooj was crying all game. Portland, LA Galaxy. I was watching at least a third of that. Not a third. It was more than a half. 3/4. Yeah, no, he was crying. He was crying. He was crying. Bradley playing forward. Like Ricky Pooj was crying. Not exactly, but he was bitching. Let's put it like that. Noah's Ark is apparently America's largest water park, over 70 acres. Where is that? What up, man? Why are you watching USL Championship on a day like this? Hey, if he wants to watch USL Championship, if that's his local, let him be. Don't be one of those Euro snobs that say support your local, and then when you say you don't give a shit about the Premier League to them, they're like, oh, so you do support your local. You're wrong for doing that. Why don't you watch the Premier League? And then I'm like, dude, you say support your local every day and twice on Sundays. You're a hypocrite. Oh yeah. All right. Oh, wait, that's the freaking water park at Mount Olympus. My dumb ass. I just thought Mount Olympus. My dumb ass went. Timbers resigned Logan Ketterer. I would be so happy. How we doing, Jordan? I mean, Ketterer's in Montreal now, so at least last I checked, 23rd minute, 0-0. Yeah, Josh Allen's in there too, yeah. Los Angeles win. LAFC's winning. They just started. Joel Klaus made it 3-0 for St. Louis. Oh, baby. Damn. 24th minute. LAFC. Of course they're winning. Yeah, LAFC might as well just go to the Concacaf Champions League final, because even if Philly does beat Atlas, Philly don't look good right now. Jaquil fouled. Free kick. Free kick for TFC. Yeah, I ain't no Euro snob. I enjoy watching European football sometimes, but with my sleep schedule, it's kind of screwed anyway. But I like watching Serie A, but I like all. I support my local leagues and teams, of course. LAFC wins CCL, you're saying. As the way Philly's playing right now, I mean, they're going to the final. And Pachuca's not going to be there. Yeah, I think LAFC might as well. Yep. Right now, yeah, it looks like that's the right move. Or the right call. Yeah, I agree. Philly don't look good right now, and I think LAFC could beat Tigres or Leon or Violette or even Motagua, definitely. So, yeah, I think LAFC is the favorite right now for CCL. Thought it was Philly. Not right now. Bernadeschi free kick. Off the wall. Chips over the bar. That should be a corner. Nope. Goal kick. RSL seriously brainwashed with stupid Apple TV. Never get excited. LAFC versus Tigres. LAFC 2020 rematch, and LAFC wins this time. It's only fair. LAGs. That's the wrong LA team. Toronto has more expected goals than San Jose. We're still going to somehow lose this game, aren't we? Tobias, you cruel, cruel, cruel so-and-so. 26th minute. TFC 0-0. Hey, I'm happy with the way Toronto's playing, though. They're playing amazingly. Especially with a couple of big players missing. They're playing better than I expected. Bernadeschi misses the ball. If he got to that, that would have been an easy goal. St. Louis up 3-0, I saw. LA Galaxy slow start to the season. Have great players. Douglas Costa, Chicharito, Puig, Cáceres. No, Douglas Costa left, didn't he? I could have sworn. But yeah, LA Galaxy is a horrible front office, and they just don't feel like they have any momentum. I don't think they care, the players. I don't think they cared. St. Louis does what they do best. They love making people make mistakes. That's what St. Louis do. They're for real. They're for real. Galaxy sucks. They're finished. I agree. Yeah, I thought so. I thought he was. He didn't even like LA. And Jaquiel's holding his leg. He's down. 26th minute. Real Salt Lake is mid at best. What are we talking about here? RSL is mid at best. 27th minute. 3 fouls to 1. TFC will have a free kick. Coelho. I have no idea. Money. Maybe it's because of the front office that he hates it. Throw in for TFC. Petretta to take the throw in. 27th minute. Ooh. RSL has more success. San Jose is the most mid. But RSL has old success, and then they have 2 Cinderella runs to make the playoffs, and they had the Cinderella run in 21. Yeah, RSL is the less mid of the 2. San Jose is mid. Especially out of the one that the current franchise. They have not won an MLS Cup since they came back. It was the San Jose that got moved to Houston. So technically, you ain't won nothing, current San Jose. But you know that. Oh, wait, Supporter Shield. Goonies. My bad. My bad. My bad. Cross in. Headed away. My bad. The Goonies year, they won the Supporter Shield, but that still wasn't MLS Cup. Seriously, though, I felt like San Jose was going to win MLS Cup that year. Like, that was my pick. The Goonies season, it was San Jose. They blew it. They blew it. And I'm still mad about it. Maybe not, but won that one the Galaxy? Won their third? Because they went back to back. China versus New Zealand. Come on, China. Yeah, China is terrible at football and baseball. They're good at swimming, though. You forgot about swimming. China's good at swimming. I love watching swimming. RSL in 2009 beat the Galaxy on pens. Yep. Free kick for TFC, 30th minute. I like the first half performance so far. New England Revolution, Charlotte, of course. St. Louis, of course. Cincinnati, Red Bull. I'm trying to do this off the top of my head. Current incarnation of the Earthquakes, but the past incarnation has. But technically, the current incarnation hasn't. Colorado's 1-1. Bernardeschi going forward. Shot blocked away. Free kick. I would love to see that. Yes. Yes, I would love to see that. Toronto FC in their 2007 style kit. Oof. Harsh. Federico. Free kick for Toronto. Vasquez and Bernardeschi over it. That was a one-time thing, but I'd love to see that come back, yes. Vasquez plays it up. Headed down. Still with Toronto. Onside shot. Blocked away. Bradley. Offside. Free kick for the Earthquakes. 31 minutes. So far, I'm happy with the performance. I'm happy with the performance so far. Georgia Gonzaga out of tournament. UConn wins. Jesus, this is a crazy tournament, which I haven't watched a minute of since Mississippi State lost the first 4. And I'm probably not watching the national championship either, or the Final Four. Well, Glads, what are you talking about? What are you talking about, Ozan? Philly better clean up before next month, because if they're going to beat Atlas, they better clean themselves up. I just hope they're better with their main players back. Foul, free kick for the Earthquakes. 32nd minute. Damn. Oh, Cervania. I don't know, man. I think he's talking about BKL. I'm not sure. Free kick Espinoza. Oh, he's talking about soccer, Steve. Oh, okay. Save. Oh. What are you talking about? Okay. Thoughts on Rosted? I think Rosted's a beautiful player. I think he's a great center back. Good pace. Strong player. Tough center back. What Toronto needed. Rosted's a good player. And Hedges is too. But Rosted, I think, is the better one, actually. I think Rosted is better. But yeah, Rosted, better. Orlando's a banger of a club. Hey, Orlando had a good game today. I was surprised how that game went on. Advantage for TFC. TFC, Bernadeschi. Bernadeschi down the wing. Could he find a goal? Shot past the post. Federico. Goal kick. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Baldisimo just freaking rolled Rosted too. Jesus. And that's not a card? At least they played advantage. Rosted better than Mavinga, yeah. Even peak Chris Mavinga, Rosted is better than. But he's certainly better than what Mavinga was the past 2 years. Yeah, easy. He may not be Grease Lightning Rosted, but he doesn't put himself in position to have to do that. Which I think that's a good thing, because here's the thing about Mavinga that gets me. He put himself in position to have to go Grease Lightning and make these great saves, great tackles. He always overcommitted. There was a lot of times where he overcommitted and he put himself in a bad position, or he had to cover somebody's ass. And then he lost that ability over the past 2 years, and that's where we are now. But even when he could, I still think Rosted is better, because Rosted doesn't put himself in a bad position. I don't think he's ever put a foot wrong in this past 5 games. I don't think he's put a foot wrong. Yeah, I remember. He's there right now. Greg Vanny had to take one of his former players who's not even that good anymore. I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if that's a good idea. Orlando only great when Nani about to sleep soon. Peace out. Nani's not even there anymore, and they're actually better without him than they were with him. Facundo Torres is amazing, and Ojeda is awesome too. Like, Orlando's good, though. Toronto with the ball. Final third. Bradley. Yeah, Toronto's the better team so far. They should win this game, but I have a feeling something is going to go wrong. I'm not completely sure, but I have hope so far. Marshall Ruddy. Shaquille Marshall Ruddy plays it back. Bradley. Good pass. I was like, oh no. Abobase. He lasered it past Abobase. Shaquille. I wish Abobase was still playing with Portland. I think with the Earthquakes, he's wasted. That could have been a great trade. You wanted to trade Petrasso, you should have traded him for a Bobasay. Nope. 36-minute. Nice. 36-minute, 10 minutes to go left in the half. TFC, the better team so far. I'm happy with the performance. A Bobasay, I'm a fan of. I think he should have never been traded, but free kick throw in for Earthquakes. Columbus plays like they did today, hold possession and counterattack with a press. Should beat RSL easily. I think y'all will. Not easily, but you should beat them. Free kick for Toronto? What the? 37th minute. 4-0 St. Louis. What? 4-0. St. Louis is just a buzzsaw. I agree with that. Nice, nice. Run up, Jan LFC special, y'all. Run them up. 38th minute foul. Free kick for the Earthquakes. Oh, wait. I forgot about... Hey, you know what? Maybe the captions aren't too intrusive. First game I'm watching in Toronto this season, back here. Bobasay was misused by Portland. He was always the answer at striker. Now Portland are stuck with a bunch of fake strikers. Not wrong. He was more of a 10 than a striker. 10 or a wing than a striker for Portland. Yeah, I would agree with that. Free kick. Trying to pinball it. Here's a cross. That's out for a corner. Nope, goal kick for TFC. France and Canada supporter. France. Not bad. Like Mbappe, speaking of France, Mbappe legitimately is going to be, Mbappe and Haaland is going to be the new Messi and Cristiano. No joke. I think Haaland is better than Mbappe, but that's just me. Haaland hasn't really had a chance to show himself on a big international stage yet, sadly enough, because he plays for Norway, I think. Dallas red card, Ima Tumasi. Doesn't surprise me. Nia's goat is a fake striker. Yep, Bowley and Mora, no. Mora, I like Felipe Mora, but I could see the argument. Bowley, no. Headed away. Nice header away. 40th minute, or getting to the 40th minute. TFC, Bernadeschi, just running down the pitch. I guess he'll have to do it himself. Federico Bernadeschi. Bernadeschi. Cross into the box. Too far. Throw in for TFC. Tega's a real striker. Yep. Nathan. I think he could be more of a wing player, a 10. I think that fits him more. But I don't think Nathan's a fake striker either. But he's kind of a Jesus Jimenez. When he's hot, and when he's not, he's not. DeAndre Kerr. Coelho. Oh, he didn't get the tackle fully. Damn. I was like, man. Jaquil plays forward. Nice. Cervania. Wonderful. Nice. 40th minute, 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go before the half. TFC. And Coelho just gets dispossessed or puts it back into Earthquake territory or Earthquake possession. Cade Cowell. 41st minute. Passed. That's out for a Toronto throw. 41st minute. 4 minutes plus stoppage time to go in the first half. 2 scoreless halves. 1 scored. 2 Canada goals. No goals against for my 2 teams. Toronto looking for theirs. 41st minute. Bernadeschi. gives it away. They were on him like white on rice. By fake striker, do you mean false nine? There's a difference. False nine, like fake striker is somebody that they keep starting and they just can't score. But they're definitely a striker. They're not trying to be drop back to be more of a 10. They're actually playing striker. They just can't score. Where they're unlucky, they have a bad touch. You kind of have to persist with somebody. That's fake striker on this channel. It's sort of somebody who's playing number 9, who is playing striker, but has a bad touch. They're either really unlucky or they just don't have that final ball. They don't have the nose for goal. False 9 is a false 9 to us. That's not a fake striker. That's somebody playing 10 who's on the striker. Their name is in the striker portion of the list, the starting 11, the start list. Fake striker and false 9 are two different things. Fake striker is more derisive. Like, you suck right now. Whether you're unlucky or not, you suck right now. You shouldn't be starting at striker. It's kind of like that. Like, if you're playing false 9, that doesn't apply, but pretty much. Damn. Think it's a bug? Can't be anything else. Bug, bat, bird. Could be. 43rd minute. 0-0. Cross. Header. Toronto should be able to get to that. Nope. They're going to let Marie get to it and see if he could cross. Kikanovic. Over the bar. Goal kick. You have flying cockroaches. Haaland is injured by groin, plus we don't know whether Haaland will be ready to face Liverpool on April 1st. Alfie Inga Haaland admitted it'll be touch and go. That would suck. Flying cockroaches. Now, I would lose my shit. If I had flying cockroaches, I would be like, no, I'm going to go get a hotel room for 3 days so that fucker dies. I'm out. I'm out. It's normal. It's normal. Then what's flying? So it's a normal cockroach. I don't like cockroaches either. Somebody go get the raid. But if it was a flying cockroach, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. Oh, Bernadeschi's down. Hate roaches in general. Like, literally, if I see one, I squish the thing, I don't hesitate. That's not the problem. It's the fact that if it flew, I would be out the door in 2 seconds. If I saw a cockroach flying around my room, if there was a flying cockroach, I'd be out in 2 seconds. I wouldn't even pack a bag. Oh. I'm taking I'll take my freaking backpack, put like 5 changes of clothes in there, get out, go get a hotel room. Airbnb that. So you have seen a cockroach fly. That does seem scary. 45th minute. What in the frickin' snakes on a plane? Shot over the bar. Goal kick TFC. And it's halftime. No extra time needed. We straight to halftime. TFC San Jose 0-0. Not a bad half so far. I'm happy with it. Well, I just have shit luck then, don't I? Then I just have shit luck, don't I? I don't stay in hotels that have bed bugs, or try not. I don't stay at hotels that are at that level, though. But if I go to a freaking Holiday Inn or a Hilton Garden Inn and there's bed bugs, I have shit luck. In that case, I'd have shit luck. Sprite cranberry. Whoa. How do you have a Sprite cranberry in March? Explain to me how that makes any sense. Halftime, it's 0-0. TFC playing pretty well. With that being said, smart. With that being said, take a short break, talk about the stats at the half, sit tight. Another 45 to go. Me either. Sit tight, be back. Sit tight. We are back for the stats at the half. He has roaches in his house, not me. I just had to take a break. Standard halftime break. Do-do-do. Hopefully that's a good sign. But TFC is going through the right wing 63% of the game, 23% from the right side of midfield, and they're only going through the left side 9, 10, 11, 12, 13% of the time. Oh boy. Fair. Hey, save it for later. Smart. Halftime stats. 42% possession to 58% possession. 4 shots to 5. 1 big chance to 1. They both missed that chance. 185 accurate passes, 83%. 266, 85%. 5 fouls to 4. 1 offside to 1. 1 corner to 1. 0 shots on goal to 1. 223 passes to 312. 10 throws to 10. 83% pass accuracy to 85. 1 yellow card to 0. 1 red card to 0. 1 offside to 1. 1 corner to 1. I think we already said that. But with that being said, 0-0 at the half. TFC looking pretty good so far. Looking good offensively. They're playing well. Midfield looking great. Coelho, Vasquez and Bradley, Cervania. I like what I'm seeing. Canada had a good win against Curaçao. Now all they have to do is win against Honduras or draw, and they go through because they're in catbird seat with a goal differential. All they got to do is draw. They should win, but a draw would put them through to the semis. They did the hard work. With that being said, Toronto FC played a good half. Midfield has been great. Cervania, Coelho, Bradley, Vasquez. I'm happy with what I see. I'm happy with what I see so far. They've put the ball forward. They've played it forward great. Jaquil's had a good game. He's playing very great. He actually is the best rated player on the pitch by FOTMob, 7.4. Marshall Ruddy. I agree. Marshall Ruddy's had a good game. Legitimately, he's had a very good game, Jaquil has. I'm happy to see it because he deserves it. Good player. Good player. Strong footballer. Jaquil having a good start instead of Larea. Back 3, other parts of the back 4, Hedges, Ralsted, Petretta playing well. Johnson's playing well. DeAndre Kerr hasn't really shown up, but they're going basically straight through Bernadeschi. So DeAndre Kerr did put one past the post that kind of looked like was a goal. But with that being said, San Jose has not looked very sparkling either. Cade Cowell, not great. San Jose is looking like they are letting Toronto take the initiative in this match. I think Toronto, so far, is the better team. I think they want the 3 points more. And I think they're legitimately, they could get it. I think they should win this game. Question is do they? They have 45 minutes, and most of their goals have been scored in the second half. 10th place with a draw is where we are. 10th place with a draw is where we are. It's Inter Miami has an extra win, doesn't they? Is that what it is? Yep, they have 2 wins. Toronto has 1. So Toronto's right outside of the playoff places if they lose. Because Inter Miami started with 2 wins, lost 3. Toronto got theirs from 3 draws and 1 win. Okay, so that's fair. Right under the playoff line if they win or if they lose. Or if they draw. My bad. If they draw. Ralsted's looking pretty good. Jesus Beans, 1 shot on goal in the match. Yeah, but Toronto still looks like the better team. San Jose doesn't care. Jesus Beans. Jesus! I think San Jose, you don't need to do much to beat them anyway. They're having a good performance. Overall, looking at it overall, the footballers on the pitch, Toronto's having a good performance. With all the losses, all the injuries, going into their reserves, they're having a good performance. Coelho's looked amazing. I thought Coelho Camareros looked amazing. I believed he could. Now, I'm as high on him, maybe not as high as Bradley is, but I've always liked Coelho on TFC too. I think he's a good player. He's having a good game, and TFC scored most of their goals in the second half this season, so I like their chances. Brandon Cervania's got a 7. Yep. What brought that up? But with that being said, Toronto 7-8 would be fourth if they win. They would be fourth if they win. Because they would have 2 wins. Orlando has 2. They would have a better goal differential. They would have the same amount of points. And better goals scored. If they win, they would be fourth. Toronto would be fourth in the East if they win. How we doing, Tiger? My team, Houston, won versus NYCFC 1-0. Good for y'all. You needed that win. Did Achara do anything? I have to ask, did Achara do anything? Oh, Sartini flipped off the crowd. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Same thing if there was somebody who had a pet tarantula. No. Because why have a pet roach? Or a pet tarantula, for that matter. Oh, really? I thought he had a jersey on, like a picture with a jersey on. They just put it out. Has Coelho proven well enough to be brought up as bench depth longer term? I think so. They threw him in the fire, and he's responding well. I think he could be good bench depth. I think he is. I think he's ready. I think he's there. At least to be depth. He's playing well so far. Right now, yes. Yes. I think he's got it. He's at least the level of depth. Put the charger on. Be smart. $45 more. There we go. But yeah, I think Coelho is good depth. With that being said, waiting for the second half to start. Should be about 10:45. Honestly, a little bit, but I ain't got much to say right now. So, I mean, what else am I going to do? Winvo is Orlando City fan club on this chat right now, but I know it's Winvo. Second half's about to start. That's quicker than I thought. Dynamo 2 wins in 2 games, which is in Houston, which is just weird Dynamo. Hey, if you're winning, that's great. I didn't know Benny Ball could do that. Maybe DC just sucks ass. Vasquez kicks it off. He legitimately is playing false 9. TFC kicks off the second half. Early predictions for both Gold Cup and Nations League finalists. Early predictions, Canada versus USA in the Nations League. Gold Cup, Canada, Mexico. My guess. Canada beats USA in the semis. Kobe Franklin is on at the half for Toronto. Corner kick for TFC. I guess they took off Marshall Ruddy for no. Coelho, maybe. Works for that. Did we go off the rails tonight? Not yet. Pretty not standard fare, but pretty homely. Toronto FC 1-0 Fetty game winner. Nope, way too early. Cross in, Rusted. He was going up for a header. Why the hell is Rusted that far up the pitch? What am I? Oof, Maron. And the Earthquakes are legitimately, they could easily score one here. Crossing cleared. Bradley, get it the hell out. There we go, 47th minute. Yeah, it is. Nowhere the U.S. going to lose in the semis of the Gold Cup. At least I don't even want to imagine that would happen. Canada's got to beat one of Mexico and the USA in the semis. I just think it's going to be y'all. Timbers need a center back like Rusted. You can't have him. But you do. But you can't have him. 47th minute. Because Netherlands is better than Grenada? Who came off for Kobe Franklin? Canada 2-1 USA semifinal. I would love it. Federico Bernardeschi gets pushed off the ball, but he can pass it back. Great. That's out for a throw. I didn't watch the TikTok hearing, but it seems like the lobbyists wanted to get banned. The Meta lobbyists. That's all this is. It's political theater. Meta doesn't like TikTok. They're going to get it slandered so it could get banned. And the senators and the House members are going to do whatever they please or whatever Meta tells them to do. Simple as. Welcome to the gridlock of politics. And besides, they didn't really even let the CEO of TikTok speak that much. They cut him off at every turn. You know exactly how this is going to go. I don't need to watch a freaking Senate hearing to know how this is going to go. I know what the government's going to do. The statist bastards. I know what they're going to do. Shot past the post. They are. Right, no. They are. Eric Miller seems like a good depth piece. Seems like a Zarek Valentin. I like that. Exactly. They didn't let him talk. 49th minute. No. Elected officials. Well, let's put it like this. The elected officials are stupid, but they're also paid off. Facebook is no better than TikTok. Well, I agree. I'd rather have TikTok than Facebook. I'm not going to lie. Mark Zuckerberg, I think he made a deal with the devil. I mean, Facebook is for boomers anyway. Instagram ain't much better. Instagram's going the way of Facebook. It's dying too, but if I'm being honest. 50th minute. The government's doing Mark Zuckerberg's bidding because he got in bed with them and TikTok didn't, and they could use the boogeyman of, oh, it was created by Chinese interests. Worry about our safety. Which St. Louis won 4-0. Which is two different apps, honestly. Raul Petretta came off for Kobe Franklin. Oh, God, Petretta's hurt, isn't he? Weird thing is Donald Trump said he was going to ban TikTok and never got it. It's because he was trying to sell it to like Walmart or Oracle or something. And I thought that finally happened. I guess it didn't. And TikTok thought they could get away with it with Biden. Turns out, no. Which makes me think that this wasn't about the Chinese part of the app and the security safety. I think it's a total statist sham is what's going on here. But that's just me though. Messi or Ronaldo edits for sure. For sure. Kobe Franklin. We shouldn't be going to war at all. But again, statism, well, they aren't. I've been saying it's not the safety portion of it. It's the fact that Mark Zuckerberg is paying off all these lobbyists to pay off all the representatives and senators. It's about money. It's about money changing hands for the rich to get richer and to protect the statism of the U.S. government and the cronyism of the U.S. government. Because guess what? TikTok actually has real information. Facebook, they could go on their merry, and Instagram, they could go on their merry little way and not worry about popular action. TikTok, on the other hand, is going to call out politicians on their BS. They don't, and Democrats and Republicans alike don't like it. Pass the post. It's not one side or the other. It's both. Pretty much. Pretty much. And it's both sides. Statism. That's the word. They're a bunch of statist jackasses who only care about their pockets. You got me going. Sometimes they got me going, but '54th minute. '85th minute. I'm sorry about that, but somebody brought up TikTok and, well, it just started. But it did sort of get political because it is, well, political because, preach, bro. Viva Toronto, yep. Okay, good. Nice tackle. Nice. 55th minute. Yeah, I think it was a PK for the Timbers. Yeah, me too. 55th minute. Cleared away. Cross in San Jose. Abobase can't get there. But this could be a long shot for Espinoza. If he sets up right. Out of the angle. Headed away. Good clearance, Jaquil. Lovely. So close. RSL did a pass to St. Louis thing. Damn. St. Louis just loves to make people make mistakes. It's absolutely cross in, header, past the post. Goal kick. Rodriguez can't get it. I agree. I honestly want to buy that 1997 throwback Marlins jersey. Preferably Skip Schumacher or Luis Ariz. Luis Ariz is a damn good player. So, nice. Maybe they can make another Open Cup run. But I do have a 2012 orange Marlins jersey. I do. And it still barely fits. It was like a youth large, but it still barely fits. And I do have an orange Marlins hat as well. I thought that was a pretty cool look. That old 2012 look is still better than what the Marlins are currently wearing. Besides the throwbacks, but you get my point. I wish they used that orange more. I think it would have been useful. Yeah. So, 57th minute. Vasquez. Cross. Bernadeschi still shot. Blocked away. Vasquez. Victor Vasquez making Coelho past the post. Victor Vasquez took a shot but couldn't get it. Minecraft designed Madrid kit. What are you talking about? Viva Fede. Federico Bernadeschi. It's a corner for TFC as well. 58th minute. Here's a corner. Cervania. Vasquez. Cross. Headed away. Shot. Federico. Vasquez. Viva Fede. Yep. I wish. I'm happy he's in Toronto. I think he loves it too. I'm glad he didn't get called up by Italy because we would have been screwed had he did. Thank you, Mancini, for being an idiot. 59. From the Toronto lens, of course. From the Italy lens, Mancini needs to go, but you get my point, especially if you watch the review. Cross in, past the post. Throw in for San Jose. Still 0-0 going into the hour mark. Not the half hour, the hour mark. Thompson. Tommy Thompson for Kikanovic. Blue kit with a square design. Oh, the one he had the overhead kick for. Cervania. Okay. Thank you. Cervania. Thank you. Thank you for informing me. Cervania. Yeah, that sounds more right if I'm being honest. That does sound more. Leonardo says, Vamos Toro. Vamos Toro. Cervania. So I say it. Okay. See, 2017 kit. Mancini is why Ciro Immobile was even playing. Then he literally chose an Argentinian league player who wasn't naturalized yet over other Italian strikers who were in form. Belotti, for example, should have been used. Well, I get why, but Hector Herrera is not your favorite Dynamo player. He's your favorite Mexican player. Let's get that straight. He just happens to play for the Houston Dynamo. And play is a very strong word to describe what he's doing. Which is pretty much nothing. Bernadeschi's a winger. Cervania is a dual 8. Touche. Spelled it wrong, but I get what you're saying. Honestly, now that I've been watching what I watch, yeah, I don't disagree. 61st minute. Well, he won man of the match versus Austin and carried us on defense. I'm talking more about 2022, but hey, if Hector Herrera's finally turning a corner, good for him. Good for him. If he's finally playing up to his price tag, I shouldn't say potential. It's been around for ages. His price tag. Mancini's a bunch of fool's gold. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment. Free kick TFC, 61st minute. Up the table we go. Plays forward, TFC, Cervania. Hey, I got it. Cervania. Nice. Bradley. Bernadeschi, Ewell. Vasquez, in through, but straight to Marcinkowski. Italy might not even qualify for 2026. If they don't, I'll be depressed. 2 Canada World Cups without Italy would just be wild. Keaton Slovis thinks he'll win the Big 12 for BYU. As a Utah Utes fan, I disagree with what he says. BYU's not winning the Big 12. Mississippi State has a better chance of winning the SEC than BYU has of winning the Big 12. Because I think Mississippi State actually has a pretty good chance, but Mississippi State's going to knock Alabama off their perch. But they still would have to beat Georgia in the SEC championship. Winning the SEC West is different. Utes hate BYU, yeah, because they're both in Utah. When does BYU join the Big 12? When the freaking Pac-12 collapses into dust. When the Pac-12 collapses into dust. Free kick for San Jose. When the Pac-12 collapses into dust. The Pac-12 to collapse. BYU were independent. No, Pac-12. Notre Dame is the only notable independent school. Pretty much things are going to go the way of... Wait. No, Pac-12 collapses into dust. Yeah, Big 10, Big 12. And SEC. The freaking Pac-10 is going to basically become the Mountain West. '64th minute. Colorado probably going to get picked off. BYU joined the Big 12 this season. Oh, yeah, they are. Shot saved by Johnson. Right, they are. Houston, UCF, Cincinnati, BYU. They were in the Pac-12. They're going to the Big 12. So they jumped off the sinking ship already. Colorado will probably end up in the Big 12 once again. Utah, probably. Coelho plays it forward. Yeah, probably, though. Falls down. Throw in TFC. Nope. San Jose, somehow. That makes no sense. Pac-12 never be better at football because they care about the Olympic sports. They don't give a crap about football. Ever since USC fell off a cliff. Pac-12 used to be great. DeAndre Kerr shot Marcinkowski with a big save. 65th minute. Arizona, maybe Arizona State, though. I don't see it. 66th minute. Pac-12's mistake was building around the Olympic sports. That's their mistake. And that's what killed them. Oh, and the fact that Texas got the Longhorn Network instead of going to the Pac-12. Remember when that could have happened? Remember when Texas could have went to the Pac-12 instead of getting the Longhorn Network? Who would have known that Longhorn Network would have caused the death of the Pac-12, free kick for TFC, and honestly the ACC? And then Texas goes to the SEC a decade later anyway and has to lose the Longhorn Network, I think. And that's why Mizzou's in the SEC. Turns out Texas meets them back there, and A&M. Wild, yeah. I think Josh Pate did a pretty good video about that. About what if Texas went to the Pac-12 instead of getting Longhorn Network. Josh Pate made a good video about that. The late kick, Josh Pate, not the Outer Banks director. Two different guys. Texas got lucky to end up in the SEC. I want them to score a goal too. Barely out of the playoff places if we don't. Or if we don't get scored on, we're definitely out of the playoff places. We've only lost one game this season, though, so that's pretty good. 67th minute. Good performance, though, all considered. '67th minute. 0-0. Abobase. Nice. Foul. No. I think that should have been a foul, but okay. Coelho clears it. Yeah, I would agree. Well, Richie Larea and Mosquera for me, personally. But, yeah, I think Richie's there. Alonso Coelho Camarero plays for TFC2, midfielder. Got called up on a short-term loan due to the international break, and he's playing a damn good game. Yeah, I agree with that. I'll take a draw. I said I'd at least take a draw because I didn't know how good they performed, but I think we deserve more than a draw from what I've seen this whole game. I have a bad feeling we're going to allow a goal, though. That's my problem. That's out for a throw-in. San Jose, 69th minute. Found the video. Late kick with Josh Pate is cool. If you're in the loop, that's where I got the paper pop from. Josh Pate's awesome. I love his channel. Kobe Franklin, just going wider and wider. STL 5-0. TFC doing better, but still mad. St. Louis is real. Toronto, they're improving. That's the one thing that matters. They've had a good performance here when years past they wouldn't have had a good performance with a rotated side. I think this is a pretty good performance, all things considered. Coelho's looking pretty good. Cervania, of course, not rotated, but still looks pretty good. Jaquiel's looking good. They brought in Kobe Franklin. I'm happy with everybody's had a good performance. Victor Vasquez, who's played a good 70 minutes. Good old Victor, playing like he used to, honestly. Washington, USC, Oregon, UCLA, the Big Ten. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Oregon and Washington join with Tate Schmidt's been good for Dynamo at left back. He's been good at crossing, running, defending, passing, throw-ins. He's a good player, Schmidt. I think it's because he's a TFC fan and STL as well. He ain't happy with the fact TFC is getting outshone by an expansion club. Me, personally, I ain't too mad. Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. San Francisco 49ers, Pete Carroll. What is Pete Carroll? He coached USC, but that was in LA. What? Cross in. Header. Falls all the way past. Horrible cross, 71st minute. Header past the posts. Goal kick for Johnson. Nope. Corner. Another corner. 71st minute. The fact that Bernadeschi was marking that and he was right there didn't give me good vibes. Here we go. 1-0. Cross in. Past the post. Shot. Off the bar. Goal kick. Offside. Don't tell me they're going to look. Yeah, I think Cowell was offside. Yes, he was. It didn't even go in at all. So, oh. 71st minute or 72nd minute. Johnson goal kick. I mean, no, I think they've played well. I don't think they've really been in danger of conceding until right there. And it didn't even go in halfway. I don't think it's a miracle. Last week, I don't think it was a miracle either that we didn't concede to Miami. Yeah, I believe that. Vasquez for Thompson. They're bringing off Vasquez for Cozy Thompson. 0-0. Nice. Alguien esperando un gol FT Pro Green. 0-0. What did they say? It's 0-0. Foul, free kick, TFC. Offside. Or it was a free kick for San Jose, my bad. 73 minutes. Yeah. Damn, that sucks. Playing forward, San Jose. Starting to believe after that last flurry. Yeah, I agree. Football classics. 73rd minute. 17 minutes. Plays forward. Cross in. That'll be a corner. Just want to win. That's all. Yeah, me too. Corner. Cross in. Header. Going to fall down. Shot past the post. Goal kick. 74th minute. Because I'm 5'6". Is it time for TFC to watch the videos again? I think the performance is pretty good. I guess we're talking about that heated video session. Hey, if they want to get heated midweek, that's fine. I'm happy with the performance. I think they're starting to let up a little bit, but overall, as long as they don't allow a goal, and it looks like Johnson's going to get a yellow card. Or not. There's warning him. I think they've had a good performance. Should they win? But 75th minute. Plays over the top. Which place has the worst sports fans in the USA? There's, like, worst is a mean thing to say. I have no idea. Columbus wasn't bad. Kansas City isn't bad. Toronto games in St. Louis, but St. Louis is good. I haven't gone to Starkville. I haven't gone to Oxford either. Judson is coming on. Baldisimo's off. XFL. Baldisimo for Judson is the sub. And K-Cal for Buddha. XFL. Speaking of, what did the Battlehawks do? Philly fans, Houston fans, or Boston fans? I can't say Boston because I'm a Pats fan, but I don't know what's so bad about Houston fans. But I got Philly fan friends, but yeah, Philly has a reputation. I'd say, how are we doing, cellar door? Battlehawks kicked ass today, nice. I'd say New York, but especially Yankees and the two football teams. Gridiron. I don't really want to. Well, yeah, Cowboys. No. Yeah, Cowboys fans. Yeah, they're a little bit delusional. Yeah. Yeah, Dan 21 is the Tigres fan. Tiger FC is somebody different. 77th minute. Bernadeschi gets a yellow card. '77th minute. Time is starting to. That's a throw in for San Jose. Time is starting to run out. Yeah, that is a deserved red card. Oh, you're a Tigres fan too. Well, that makes sense. Tiger FC. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. But he's not Dan. Coelho plays forward. Cervania. Bernadeschi on a yellow, and he runs straight to Ewell, of course. Or not of course, but damn, man. Kobe Franklin's got a 7 on Font Mob, and Marshall Ruddy's got an 8.2. Hugo Mbong is coming on for TFC, or is about to. 78th minute. As Zidane headbutted in the World Cup final. Yeah, I remember that. Nuts moment. Did Moadu get fired by Apple? He was supposed to be the color with the other guy who did Charlotte games last season, but he gave out the broadcast schedule, and now they replaced him with someone else. I wonder. Interesting. I hope not. I like Mo. 79th minute. 11 minutes plus stoppage time. Cross in, header. Yep, Toronto's not playing the last 10 minutes. They've chose not to play the last 10 minutes. This will be a rough end of the game. Against San Jose, of all teams. Cross in, header, falls down. Push him wide. Espinoza. Dallas sees red 1-1. Again? I mean, we were playing well up until now. Like a switch just turned off in their heads. They're going to make this hard on themselves. Of course they are. No penalty. Yeah, you're right. That's not a penalty. And now we're just foul. Free kick. Substitution for Mbong. Mbong will be coming on for DeAndre Kerr with 10 to go. And I guess that's a free kick against Toronto. I'm not completely sure. '81st minute. Yeah, no head up penal. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Mbong is on. Free kick for San Jose. Come on, Hugo. 81st minute. Cross in, punched away. Bernadeschi offside goal kick. Yep. 81st minute. 9 to go plus stoppage time. Come on now. Fine one. 3 offside to 0 for San Jose. Oh. Yeah, Mensah was offside. Jonathan Mensah was offside. Johnson plays it forward in the 81st. Mbong heads it. Bradley. Cervania. Nice. Bernadeschi has a chance here. Federico against Paul Marie. Over the top. Cozy Thompson can't get the ball. That's going to be a goal kick. Yeah, I agree. But Coelho gets it. Nice. For me, Alonso Coelho is the man of the match. I'm not joking. Coelho is the man of the match. Right now, Coelho's man of the match. 82nd minute. We have less expected goals in San Jose, and we're still drawing. Okay. '83rd minute. Rosted's been solid. I agree. Rosted's got a shout, but I think Coelho's been good. For it to be his first MLS game, and he's looked pretty damn good. Golden State Warriors. Coelho's looked good. Cross. Over the bar. That'll be a goal kick. Should have been a foul against San Jose anyway. 83rd minute. Marshall Ruddy is down. 1, 2. We do have other subs to make. That's the good news. Good cross, though. Marshall Ruddy growing up, man. He's played well as well. I think every replacement has played well. Marshall Ruddy, Coelho, and Vasquez, they've all played well. They've all played, of course, Vasquez was going to play well, but I think overall, it's a good performance. You just want more. But in the end, as long as we don't lose, it's a good performance to me. It should have been a win, but 84th minute. You want more, but in the end, I mean, it could have been worse. Like a couple of years ago, or even a year ago, well, let's just say 2020, 2021, the Vanny years and all that. We rotate. We have to rotate, and we go to San Jose, we're probably losing. Simple as. Throw in for Toronto. Drawing is good. And it wasn't a just sit back and try to draw. They were holding more possession. They had more offensive chances. And they were looking amazing, and they still look pretty good. Bradley. But that's the point. I mean, we lost 2 of our best players and Mark Anthony Kaye to the international break, and Ayo Akinola and Tomas Romero. It could have been worse. And then you still have 3 injuries. You have Insigne injured, you have Dio injured, and you have Guti injured, who we just got to, if we do lose Larea back to Forest, we have Guti to replace at the very least. Overall, I'm happy with it. It's not like they just rocked up and said, we're going for the draw. They tried to win. Playing forward. Coelho. Coelho could start in MLS. Legit. I think he's better than Mark Anthony K. Is Mbong onside? Doesn't matter. He's stuck out wide. Kobe Franklin. Offside. They do lift it. They had Jesus Batiste, formerly of Rochester, New York, I think, are ready to be called up. I think if they needed him in a pinch, they could call him up. I like Batiste. I think he's talented. But Peruzza is already technically on that precipice, if we're being honest. Plays forward. Mbong got called up, cleared away. I think they keep Larea. In the end, I think they keep him. Throw in for Toronto. I think in the end they keep him. But you would really wish that they've gotten a handle on that already. Like you're hearing rumors. Like if you heard rumors about it now, you would rather do that than not hear anything. And you just don't. You know, and that scares me. That are they working on it behind the scenes? I mean, I haven't heard any rumblings on Richie. Rolstead to Johnson. Johnson plays forward. Throw in for San Jose, 88th minute. Looks like it's finna be a draw. I'm fine with it. But let's not forget Tobias' time is afoot. Let's not forget that we're very close to that fateful stoppage time. '88th minute. Jonathan Mensah. 2 minutes plus stoppage time. '88th minute. Nice, nice, nice. Clear, clear, clear. Damn it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Jaquil defending, still got up, didn't lose the battle. Good. 89th minute. Judson. Because international break, they lost a lot of their players. I picked Philly before the international break happened, and it just seems Philly is struggling right now. I might be wrong on that prediction about outlost Philly. I wouldn't be half surprised. Corner, 89th minute. Denny Bwanga scored. Draw is better than nothing. I agree. 1 minute plus stoppage time to go. 89th minute. Well, I thought he was screwed when he didn't get that. It is a goal kick. I thought when he went down and slid, he wouldn't get back up that quickly. I thought he recovered well, but I thought he was about to lose that battle. I'm like, damn. Getting to the 90th here. If they score, go ahead. Or if San Jose scores, go ahead. Just right under a playoff place if we end up with a draw. Mr. Fubar he's doing well at Jolos, it seems like. He chose to stay there instead of going to international break. Because you damn well know he would have played Curaçao had he actually been called up. Or had he chose to get called up. 4 minutes of stoppage time. Fair enough. Because FUBAR in military slang means effed up beyond all repair or recognition. Cavallini's known for screwing things up heavily. So I called him Mr. Fubar. And then the first time I called him that, he scores a damn hat trick in that World Cup qualifying game. And I'm like, oh, so shit talking him slightly put him into a good position. All right, so we'll just keep on going. Knowing it was a minnow, but throw in. 3 minutes to go. So what am I going to do tomorrow's stream? Well, I don't know where I'm going to be streaming Mexico, Jamaica. I just know I'm going to be live somewhere. But I'll review it, though. Is he still calling Mr. Fubar? I did when he played Japan, and I still did now. And I think that's harsh. I think that's harsh. The last 10 minutes, yes. The whole game, no. No. 2:30 to go. Almost halfway through stoppage time. Timbers 0-0 Galaxy. Good road point. I don't know why I'm saying that now. 92nd minute. Good cross. Saved! Johnson. Because I think Toronto, they've played a damn good game last few minutes. Yeah, there we go. The last 10 minutes, yeah, San Jose's been better. For sure. For sure. Toronto switched off around the 80th minute. Yes. Unless they get hurt. Yes. Well, besides Romero. Larea's going to start, of course. Oso's going to start. K, I'd rather it be Cervania. But I wouldn't be shocked if Bradley starts him anyway. Romero's going to be on the bench, of course. And then Io's not going to start. So, unless he wants to give Io a start over Kerr. But I think DeAndre Kerr has still played pretty well over the past 3 games. So, until Dio gets healthy, I still think it's going to be Kerr. That'd be my consideration. But so, yes. Oso, Larea, yes. K, very likely. No chance for Romero. And Io is 50-50. But he definitely will sub on. Only one who isn't going to play is free kick here. 93rd minute. Last time we played in San Jose because of a last-second free kick. Will it happen again? Last time it was Osvaldo Alanis. Now it's Christian Espinoza. Ball crossed in. Headed away. Okay, this time better. '94th minute. 20 seconds to go. Full time? Oh, no, free kick right now. Free kick. Good thing I'm doing the Canada game with this because I don't know if this game would do enough. Free kick. This should end the game. Johnson. They'll accept the draw. Johnson's free kick. Depends on how much time the ref gives him. Mbong or Cozy does not win the duel. The jump ball, the duel. That's out for a throw. And he's going to blow full time. Fotis Pazakos whistled it full time. 0-0. Toronto FC gets a point right under the playoff line. Tied for 9th. They'll play Charlotte on April 1st. And I think that should be a win. But Toronto FC should have won this game. It was a draw. It was the international break with a big dearth of players with injury and call-ups. So in the end, I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it. I'll take a 0-0 draw. They looked pretty good. I have a very glowing review for most of the players that played, especially the replacements. You wish Bernardeschi could have gave you one, but he didn't. 1-0 or 0-0, I should say. 1 point. Because Inter had 2 wins. We only have 1. We're under them, but we're tied for 9th, 8th. We're tied for that wild card spot. 7, 8, 9. If we win and things don't change, we'll be 4th place next week. So it is what it is. With that being said, if you like this stream, the double stream for Curaçao, Canada, remember that was 2-0 Canada. They're in the catbird seat for Tuesday. Toronto draws. If you like the stream, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification once subscribed, send super chats on the live streams, comment on this video, put us in plays, share with friends and family, all that great stuff. I shall see you within the hour for the review, which is a double. I'll talk about Canada, Curaçao for about 6 minutes, then change back into the Toronto jersey. It'll be an edit. This one will have to be an edit. Then talk about Toronto versus San Jose for a good 6 minutes, have it be about a 12-minute, 14-minute video, and they'll both be reviewed at the same time, just like I did the stream. So with that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. See you just in a bit. Peace.